Alright. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Alright. Jay, reason why fake Mocha and Mocha. Listen, man, listen. The reason I'm getting confused is because literally a while back, me and Trey watched Vampire Rosario, and Mocha and Mako, I get confused with the names now, so there you go. But the reason why I favor Yuko and Mako, copyright reasons, that's why. But enough of this, it's time for me to jump into that call. So let's get going. And there we go. Alright, let's see here. Hopefully I can hear everyone.
That's one of your benefits of your room being a room, I guess. I can't really think. There's no specific place.
Whoa. Okay, let's see. Okay. Hey, everybody. Okay.
Oh, the finest folk has arrived.
I have people in here already? That's looking good.
Yeah, Gogo!
Hey, everybody. Let's see.
Hey!
The boss is here.
Yes.
Yes, I'm the boss of everybody, so therefore, Red Rose, go get me a coffee with low mocha.
Sure,
how is that gonna work?
Gogo, what are you using Discord for? Because I need to fuse it through the screen.
Wait, what?
What are you using Discord on? I need to fuse it through my TV screen, through the screen. Wait, you use your laptop,
gonna send coffee.
You use your laptop, don't you?
It's just gonna.
I use it on my. Yeah, I'm using my laptop the same way.
Coffee.
On the same laptop I'm using OBS, because that's literally the only way they'll hear you guys without.
Alright, hold on.
Alright.
Oh,
whoa! There you go, there's your. See, I mastered instant transmission. Transmission.
Anime screen.
I was powering up.
Oh,
so
yeah.
what you heard there, I instantly went to Super Saiyan like 4, obviously.
But are you sure that's not your final form, though? But is that even your final form? Is that even your
it's like
final
Super
form?
Saiyan God now.
It's not even over 9,000 yet.
I have
No,
actually...
Super Saiyan 4 is the coolest Saiyan form out of all of them, but you can't
I
see
haven't
outside
watched
of
Dragon
GT.
Ball.
I've never seen Dragon Ball.
I've watched Dragon Ball.
Oh boy.
I watched like 5 animes.
I have to agree about the Super Saiyan 4 in an aesthetic point, because it's like the in between from the humanoid form of the Saiyan and the Ozaru form of the Saiyan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's the best of both worlds in a way.
Whereas
have
Dragon
not
Ball, I
watched
don't
it
even
yet.
really like it that much anymore. I like it, but not as much as
I watch it.
It's not even in my
like
top
Dragon
10.
Ball Z. Dragon Ball Super, though. That's why I split
Dragon Ball Super is trash, and I will stand by that.
Can we get an F in the chat for a Dragon Ball Super?
Yeah.
Dragon
Yes,
Ball
'cause
Super is
Super-
awful.
Super-
The animation is awful as well. That's
Whoa,
No, if you
want
want to talk bad animation, go to Seven Deadly Sins season 3.
Hold on. One thing I'll give credit to.
So do I.
One thing, hold on.
Never seen that.
Just for you guys,
Just
for you guys to
I'm
have an
sorry.
idea. Just for you guys to have an idea, when Dragon Ball Super was airing, you all know that every episode is like 20 minutes. So every time I watched an episode was on Sunday morning, when they do their Sunday mornings, but to me it's like most likely midnight. So yeah, midnight snack, watching Dragon Ball Super after it live, and I basically put the speed button on X4 so that I only have to waste 5 minutes of my life and not 20. So I basically watch Dragon Ball Super in Nightcore mode.
Alright, okay, I need to say this right now. Yes, Dragon Ball Super sucks, but I will respect the animation in the later seasons. I will respect the fight, and
Also,
the fights
Red
are
Rose, I love
pointless.
Seven Deadly Sins too.
I never watched.
I watched all the good seasons. The most recent one, Wrath of the Gods. Oh,
The story's great. The story's good.
oh, I swapped to the manga. Because
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
killed me.
the story
inside
was
and I
great.
cried.
It's just
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite?
Who's my favorite character?
Sin of the Sins.
Probably
Mine's
either
probably
Meliodas
Gopher.
or Bond. For
It's
me, it's
Bond
probably
or
either Meliodas or
Gopher.
Bond. Bond is just great.
Bond is my favorite.
My favorite
Oh.
anime is probably FMA, though.
Yes!
I've heard that's good, but I've
Wait,
never
you can
seen
tell.
it.
Wait, could you tell from my profile picture FMA is my favorite anime? Because it is.
No, yes, it's someone who agrees, yes.
But it's
Yeah,
it's the 2003 version or the Brotherhood.
I like both.
Both.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. Since, you know, we're sort of just waiting for the others, I'm gonna tell you stuff.
I only watched Brotherhood because I knew it was the one that followed the
Okay,
story.
I'll tell you something. I will tell you something, Kuro. Let me bestow my knowledge upon you, okay? So,
Go ahead.
Who wants to die?
Hey,
Who was talking
no, man,
trash
I'm good.
about my anime?
but,
Who's talking trash about Seven Deadly Sins?
I'm just,
Whoa,
just
that
keeping
got
this
dark real
going.
quickly.
Who was talking smack about Dragon Ball Seven Deadly Sins? Let me know.
No one's...
Well,
No, wait, who's not
but
speaking?
before you
Who's
bestow
not
your
speaking?
knowledge, okay, so listen. But before you bestow your knowledge, let me just say this: I only watched FMA Brotherhood because I knew that Brotherhood was the one that followed the manga to the tilt.
Yeah.
But brothers,
However, I know the 2003 version exists, but I never bashed on it because I never bashed on the 2003 because of one simple thing: I cannot judge something that I haven't saw.
I will tell you, Kuro.
The best
I'm
thing
going
about
to,
2003 is it has a song.
transfer something to you.
Oh no.
Okay, and it's my knowledge, right? So, right, you know the starting arcs?
Yeah.
So the starting, like... Okay, so the first
The
part
first
of FMA,
season of Brotherhood.
Whoa!
Yeah, the
whoa,
first part of
whoa,
FMA, that's like...
freaking
that's
Pie's
20...
here. Freaking Pie's here. What are you doing here, man?
Hey, Pi,
Hello.
are you
Howdy.
a gamer? Like us?
I'm also
Wait,
livid.
Zoro's here!
Zorro! Wait, who's Zorro again?
The protagonist! It's Zoro!
What's up?
Okay. What's up,
We
Zorro? How you
discussed
doing?
what I just heard a few minutes ago.
What did you hear? Are you speaking? I can't tell.
All of Dragon Ball Super's animation's trash. There are 3 good animators there, young man, and let me tell you, when those 3 get on it, it's beautiful, clean, godly even. But no, and the rest of it is garbage. But don't talk trash about those 3.
Let's see.
I'll kill everyone in this lobby.
Alright, I think it's time for...
What
wait,
is this?
Who just
Yeah, I think
joined?
it's every story.
What has this call
hello?
become?
the best thing
It's
ever.
our usual routine, but I think with that said, we should get things started because I forgot to charge my laptop up. That's enough for
Okay,
2 hours.
let's
That's enough
get
for 2
going
hours, though,
then.
so we're fine.
Let's go.
Alright, so...
Let's go.
Hello everybody, my name is Gonga Master Always Enough and welcome back to another PokeChat Live. Today folks, we have some guests here. I misclicked and opened up a different Discord server, oh god.
What is that?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm
Let's
gonna
go.
I just wanted to make sure that was clear.
Alright, so
You guys have this?
who we have right now is the following. We have Red Rose,
Hello.
we have Shiny Zoroark,
Yo.
we got Xenoli... I can never pronounce your name right.
This is Zonolith. Hello, everyone.
Zonolith, alright, we got Corblitz.
Hey everyone.
And starting today, we have a new member in the PokeChat Live. Well, he's been here for a while, but he just hasn't been joining us. But he is very useful since he is helping us run the PokeChat server. So, introduce yourself.
I'm Alexmo. Hey guys.
Welcome to the chat.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yay.
Yeah, let's give a round of applause to Alex. Let's give a round of applause to Aleximo for helping us with the server.
Oh, come on, I just...
Oh,
just stop.
thanks guys.
So, slow clap.
I'm on it.
Because, listen, man, me and the other here admins do appreciate the work you do for the server. Since after that incident, which we're not going to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
I think
I worked out that for you guys, so I enjoy it.
So we just want to take this opportunity to thank you for everything, and we thank you for basically helping us out run the server, get some of the folks here. I know we probably ask out of nowhere, but the fact you're able to do this for us is nothing more than a miracle. So we do want to say thank you from me and everyone else here.
Oh, I
Yes,
appreciate
thank you
it.
very much, Alex.
You're welcome, guy.
Trey's not here, by the way, because I kicked him out because he hasn't given me my $5 yet. That freeloader didn't give me my $5, so therefore he's banned from the server now. Until he gives me my $5, he will remain banned from the server. So with that said, let's get on.
Trey, if you're watching the video, go to PayPal, my friend.
Give me the freaking $5 you owe me, you freaking lazy
You gotta
slacker.
pay your taxes. You gotta pay them taxes.
Wait. So we have to pay to be in. Oh my goodness, this is Patreon, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Just Patreon. We all welcome. This episode was sponsored by Patreon.
Okay, so I guess for Trey's 10k... No, I think for Trey's 10k special, right, he has to show us how he commits tax fraud.
Oh my god. But oh my goodness, we got a lot to do with a time restraint because I forgot to charge my laptop up. It has enough battery for like 2 to 3 hours, 2.5 hours top. So let's get started with the topic. So honestly, first off, we got the review to do, which you guys clearly see on the chat right now. I see on myself right now. Is the Koharu Emperor episode. So this episode, brief synopsis. Long story short, Koharu Fight got episodes. That's my best.
No, just to the summary. Koharu was in it.
This was the Dog Hunt episode, but not the Super Smash version.
Oh, yes.
Alright, so let me ask this quick question, though, then. How do we feel about this episode? Like, realistically, since, like, this is the first Koharu episode after, like, months.
Episode, like, 9.
I think it was 11.
Yeah, it was 11.
Yeah, the Game Tower one was 11.
I
We
apologize.
never know.
Although she had some focus on episode 20, because it was the orienting episode.
Oh,
Oh,
true.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's why people are... And that is why people are saying, oh, it was 11, plus 9 is 20, plus 9 is 29, so join the gang on 38.
After 9 episodes, we get a Koharu.
You find a Koharu episode that's good. Well, not to say the
I
last
actually
one was
really
bad,
liked
but, like, it's refreshing to see Koharu, because, to me, I like Koharu as a character. One of the reasons why I like Koharu is just because her first interaction with Ash in episode 1, or episode 2, technically, where she literally just like, yeet, not dealing with this shit. I don't know why.
Oh, I love that.
I love that so much. Just
I
because
can imagine Koharu watching Ash, knowing who he is, and like, oh no, he's a danger magnet. Whoop!
like, it's so refreshing to see this after the last 2 seasons.
It was at that
everyone-
moment where this series possibly made me laugh more than Sun and Moon. I'm gonna be honest.
Oddly enough, I
When,
That was
when Ash
pretty cool.
interacts with the non-Pokemon world, everyone just thinks he's weird.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm listen, man. Like that episode to me, that moment in general, just made me like Koharu. Just because after last season, we dealt with friendship over the top.
Yeah.
It was refreshing seeing someone who actually didn't care if Ash was hurt.
It's just because she's sort of like normal.
Yeah, that's what I really like about
Being
it.
normal in the Pokemon world is the unnormal thing.
Being normal in the Pokemon world is just like a sin.
I mean, probably super popular. Like, it happens to a lot of people, but we just don't see them.
Yeah, what I
No,
like
just
about
it's just no. When you're born in the Pokemon world, it's instantly decided if you're a main character or a side character or a background character, and then that's just where it ends. Nothing more.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But talking about today's episode, I definitely think that the development for Koharu in this episode was, well, maybe not the biggest, was definitely a lot better than what we got last time.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Because we
definitely.
learned a lot more.
That's what. Especially, I was going to say, especially because we got so much backstory.
Yeah, that was
in that
definitely the
episode.
good part, yeah.
Okay,
Am I the only one who finds it rather weird how she's like if you compare the this much in X and Y. I know this is random, but like Koharu's had way less screen time than Serena, but she's had more like character development stuff.
Yeah.
But Rose, you shouldn't have said that. We're gonna come after you.
No, but here's the thing.
I'm a Keyblade wielder.
Hey,
They can come at me.
here's the thing. The less time you're on the screen, the less time your character will get ruined.
Yeah.
True.
Because Serena was there for a long time, but the times that Koharu is on the screen, she doesn't get like a background treatment in a way.
Yeah.
Media Nut, you're here.
Becomes a true vibe.
Also,
Yeah,
I got
Media Nut.
you guys.
It's Media Nut. Hello.
Quick thing, guys. You got me.
And,
When we're about to start doing the review, you guys gotta remind me to click the record button.
Oh.
Ow!
are you not recording?
I forgot to click the record button
Ow!
again. Don't worry, we're fine.
Major monograms saw my post!
Oh
Okay,
my
hi, guys,
goodness.
Thank goodness I didn't discuss anything too major.
I started a discussion and it got ruined.
That happens here all the
Nut
time.
Master's here.
Hello, Wait, I just realized what I'm saying. The Nut Master has joined, and I'm here to cause havoc.
Yeah.
Nut Master.
Oh.
I'm gonna be
Oh,
a nut master.
You know that guy in the Pokemon game who has 6 Magic Carp. Now imagine the guy who has 6 Meltan.
Oh,
Oh, come on!
No. No. Anyways.
But yeah, what did I miss? We're talking about the new episode?
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
we
We
saw
just
a little
started
bit
to do
ago.
this
Like,
much.
Okay. So, so Wanpachi is cute, P-Dove is cute, and I still don't know what to feel about Koharu. Those are my opinions, that's it. Bye.
I mean, that's solid.
There's the only thing that I can see that this episode it's cute in the symbolic way. It's because P-Dove and Yamper are like the dog hunt from Super Smash. And
Yeah,
they're also
yeah.
Pokemon have art shape in their bodies, so there's that. I think it was funny to see.
Oh, is no
Yeah,
one going to
fast.
talk about how that Pidove is already stronger than Ash's
yes,
Unpleasant?
yes, it's
Yeah.
It's both stronger.
Yeah.
It has a personality.
Ash's
How's
Unpleasant
it-
couldn't even
Hey,
touch
don't diss
one
my
Leonin.
best wishes, okay? Don't diss my best
No, no,
Wait,
no,
wishes.
hold on. How is it strong? How
No.
can you tell?
Here's
Let's
something that
let's try to avoid the Unify.
Pidove didn't battle
Wait,
in the
real quick,
episode.
real quick.
Yeah.
Here's something that I'm confused about, just because I feel like they didn't really touch upon it in the episode, and I am still confused. So let me know if you guys know this, because I don't. But, how the heck did P-Dove get there? Because it's a Unova Pokemon, and they're in Kanto.
My guess is...
Okay, so my guess is this: it's trainer.
It wasn't a wild Pokemon. It was owned by someone.
Yeah, I get
the
that.
trainer
No,
was here
I
in
know that it had
Kanto.
a trainer.
Yeah, so the trainer-
happen
I'm
to be
guessing that
Kanto?
trainer was just... I'm guessing
The-
that trainer
the
was
trainer-
just from Unova.
Yeah, the trainer's probably from Unova.
Actually, isn't from
Or
Unova,
just
but he has an
Any
own
reason
pheasant.
why Pidove can be
But
fast.
are you guys?
Unova-
Are you guys?
I
Are you guys
understand that the
saying?
trainer
Are
is
you
probably
guys?
from
Hold on,
Unova.
Are you guys saying? Oh,
I
he has a
understand-
Unova Pokemon, so he has to be from Unova.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, I
You said
understand if
probably.
the trainer is from Unova. I'm just saying, like, okay, did the trainer and his P-Dove happen to be in Kanto when this happened, or were they in Unova and P-Dove pulled a Piplup and flew all the way to freaking Kanto?
Oh my
No,
God.
I know the
Probably never
trainer
seen
was in
it.
That'd be
Kanto.
lazy.
No,
said-
no, what happened is Beware flew to Unova and yeeted P-Dub all the way to Kanto,
Yes.
like Team Rocket.
Oh my God.
Maybe it was migrating. Maybe the Pidove.
But it has a trainer!
It's a P-Dove, not a trainer. Who don't migrate?
The trainer
Maybe
was
it
no,
in.
migrated
It's a freaking-
and then got caught.
It's a freaking P-Dove, not a Butterfree!
Long story short, though, on a realistic though, the trainer was probably just in Kanto. It's just that Pete got like chased by the Pharaoh.
And they might have
Yeah.
had like a
No,
rest tournament.
Yeah.
I want to bring.
It's not only Ash that travels the world, you know.
Hey Google, how did Pidove get to Kanto?
Okay.
No, but okay. I would like to bring up something.
Yeah,
After
what's up?
watching this episode again, I think this just further. I think this is just further confirming that people are like saying like, "Oh, Kaharu's gonna be Pokemon this, Pokemon that." Ever since we got that episode 11, whatever, the last one we got, I believe that Koharu is not going to have any Pokemon-related thing with her career. And I feel like this kind of made that a little bit more, because her episodes are kind of isolated. They show us the other side of the Pokemon world, the quote unquote normal side.
The slice of life.
And I feel, yeah, slice of life stuff, yeah. And so I feel like if everyone wants her to join the group, I personally don't want her to, because I want to see more of the actual world outside of, oh, I'm going to go collect a gym badges and enter the Pokemon League 17 times.
I feel like kind of jumping on what you're saying. My thoughts about the whole thing is, right now we're in a really weird case with Koharu where it's like she's interesting because she's so detached from the world of Pokemon, but at the same time,
and that's what I love about her character.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. But where I'm going with this is, it's interesting how she's so detached, but at the same time, it's a pro and a bit of a con as well, mainly due to the fact that it's, and hear me out on this, it's mainly due to the fact that, okay, the whole purpose of Pokemon in the anime and the games in general is to travel the world of Pokemon, and it's gonna feel very out of place at times whenever we see a character so detached. Now, with that in mind, so then, especially with the fact that our main focus in the show, at least this is me speaking in my personal viewpoint, our main focus of the show is Ash. And not only is Koharu detached from Pokemon, but she's also detached from the other characters that we like, thus kind of adding to this, I don't want to say unlikability, because there are parts of her that's likable or interesting, but I feel like she's so not only detached, but she has this weird aura or this weird feeling around her of just wanting to stay away from anything and everything.
Yeah.
And I guess that kind of makes
I want to share my personal interpretation of what this episode gave us. It also ties to that, because if we see this from a timeline standpoint, we see Koharu getting Yamper from a Galarian colleague of Sakuragi.
Magnolia.
Might be Magnolia, might not be.
It's going to be Magnolia.
This Yamper might be the... Can I? Sure. This Yamper might be the one that was once Sonia. That's why he's so strong. Might not be. No, it might be. It might even be the Yamper of Sonia's Yamper. At this point, it's all fair game.
Right, but that doesn't add. That's interesting and all. But again, that doesn't really add to the character of Koharu. It just kind of be like, the thing about she happens to have a Pokemon that belongs to someone else. How is that supposed to change her character? I guess that's the thing.
But here's the thing. When Koharu got Yamper, it was before Sota or Parker was born, correct? So in a way, the Yamper kind of made her more empathetic towards people. It readied her to be a big sister to Sota, and maybe that's why she was also the way that Koharu spoke to Go, like, Go, this is why you can never make friends. I feel that that moment was after she got Yamper. So in a way, Koharu sees Go being her past self. Maybe, who knows? All we know is that Yamper made her more joyful in a way, and the moment that Go saw Mew and Koharu saw that Go was distancing himself from others, like she also was distancing herself from others, because Koharu's school life...
Yeah, exactly. The thing is one connection to Pokemon is Yamper.
Yeah, because in her school life, we always see her alone or distant. The only interactions that we have with her classmates, it's walking home, and that's because it's only on the road, it's on the way. So Koharu is distant from people as Go is, but I can see that maybe Mew, and maybe after we still need to see what happened in the Celebi episode, but seeing Mew and Celebi being Pokemon that Go was very attached to, only to get disappointed, it makes sense that Koharu doesn't want to be around Pokemon because, they are disappointing my friend, I don't want to get near them to not get disappointed as well.
I don't think that's what it is, because from the way that they're portraying Koharu, she doesn't even seem to care about Go's dream. Like, so I don't
She's a
think
bad
that's the big
friend.
factor. No, that's the thing. I mean, I don't mean
Distance him from her.
With all that
Kahari's just
said,
social distancing.
yeah,
Of course she is, because
exactly.
we're in
No,
a
no,
crisis
exactly.
right now.
Like, I'm not saying anything like with hatred towards Koharu. Again, I think she's an interesting character because of this, but at the same time, the point of the matter is not only is she detached, but she just doesn't seem to be a very approachable person compared to others. And right now, the way the show is writing her is just the fact that she doesn't really seem to like and/or care about anyone except her immediate family and Yamper. And though we can understand that, we can put that into our own lives of how we feel towards certain people too, sure, whatever. But at the same time, as of right now, as a viewer, the whole thing is I'm hoping, at least in my point, I'm hoping that she learns a little bit to accept other people, because that's the thing. She seems so unlikable, but you get the feeling that you want to like her because you see that possibility. You saw a similar thing with Go,
I can understand
but the
that.
thing is, Go had Ash, and Ash, Ash has that magical power to make everyone like him.
So that's Koharu.
No, but here's the thing. No.
Yeah.
Actually, here's the funny thing. Koharu's never been on any type of adventure with Ash. So then,
Ash Koharu adventure.
But here's the thing.
like Avatar: The
here's-
Last Airbender. Freaking Ash in this case is Zuko, where everyone has to go on an adventure to him so that they can have that character development. So what I'm
Yeah.
saying,
Okay.
so Koharu needs to
Wait.
go
Then who's
on her
Iroh?
Zuko field trip with Ash.
Wait,
But here's the
then
thing.
who's Uncle Iroh?
Here's the thing.
Uncle Iroh would
about Ghost
probably
Dream?
be Professor
Oh,
She's
yeah.
I can say something about Go's dream, because Go's dream is to catch Mew, but Go only saw Mew because Koharu invited him to Oak's camp. So Go's dream, somehow it's linked to the fact that he was friends with Koharu. We need to see an episode how they met, because we know how... I think it's necessary at this point. I think that Go might have met Koharu because she has a Galar Pokemon in the Kanto region. So in a way, it might link to Yamper. It might not. At this,
I admit I have no idea what it is you're trying to explain, because
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Yes, I agree that maybe we should see an episode of how they met, but it has that still has nothing to do with either
no,
Ghost
because
Dream
the,
or how Koharu acts around people. If any case, it just showcases, hey, here's her attempt at trying to make a friend, and then leave.
I'm sure he's on my
no,
hand.
the thing is, if Ash's Pikachu only left the Kangaskhan because he saw how Mew saved the one, so in a way, Koharu made Ash have Pikachu, so Ash's protagonism is also linked to Koharu.
What the fuck is this?
I'm so
Dude,
lost.
you're reaching. You're reaching right now. Real quick. I want to end this at a very important note. I want to end this at a very important note, and then we move on, because I feel like you and I are talking way too much right now. We need everyone else to speak. But real quick,
Don't go horror
to
episode.
end this topic, to end this topic.
You insist.
How do we feel about the flashback?
Okay,
How do we feel?
no. One last thing I'll say is Super Shelty Ghost. Yes, I like trains too.
That is so weird right now.
No,
This is our usual routine.
So I feel like this episode delivered a good experience in the character of Koharu, and I think that her arc can either go two ways here. I think she's either gonna learn to not necessarily become fully what's the word? Crap, invested in the Pokemon world, and just learn to live alongside that world, or over the course of the entire anime, she's gonna slowly become more invested in the Pokemon world, and at the end of the series, she'll be fully invested in it.
She's
And I feel
already invested thanks to her father's book, because the thing about Koharu is that she wants to like Pokemon, but she doesn't want to be forced to like Pokemon. Because because being the professor's daughter, she's like, oh, I like them, but I don't want to like them because other people want me to. I want them to like me for myself, and this episode helped. And seeing seeing her father's book being about human and Pokemon relationship, and that's the thing that Oak studies in games, and Oak was Sakuragi's college professor. So I can see Koharu liking her father's work, maybe developing towards that, but not being her father's shadow in a way. I can see, for example, Koharu being the Aurea Juniper to Cedric Juniper, but not being a Pokemon professor or even a researcher. Accepting her father's work, but not accepting her father's legacy.
Okay. And also, I have one more thing to say before I stop talking and let everyone else go. I gotta be honest, guys. Like, I can just smell the salt from here, from Yamper. And just the jealousy, the salt it's stacking up. And I'm done now.
I want to point out.
Okay, I got something.
It's almost as much salt as we X and Y fans feel towards the league.
Pretty much.
Okay, so moving on from X and Y, what did Alex want to say?
Wait,
Okay,
hold
guys.
on.
I've got 1 point. Actually, I've got a bunch, but here's my most important one. Dragonite was amazing this episode.
Dragonite.
For 1 minute.
Dragonite!
No, okay. I want to point it out. I want to point it out right now. 1, I like that moment. I love it. But 2, it just makes Go look useless. Because that's his Pokemon, yet he can't control it.
Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What?
The moment, the episode where Sabo's crying, all the Pokemon were crying, and Go tried to do something, but he couldn't, so Ash was trying to hug it, and it calmed down. I like that moment, don't get me wrong, but on the other hand, it shows how useless Go is as a trainer.
He's not useless. He's a novice.
Let's take a step back a little bit when it comes to that, because the whole thing, yes, okay, Go is inexperienced. We all knew that, and we all understood that for a long time now. But at the same time, at least you see, and I guess this is the big contrast between Go and Koharu, is we see that Go is trying. We see that he's learning as time passes, again, because he's with Ash. Meanwhile, and that's the thing, like, he didn't know what to do. Okay, that's fine. He's still a newbie. He never understood the world of Pokemon itself either, except for the whole aspect of, I want to catch them all. But before meeting Ash, it wasn't even that. It was, I want to catch Mew. And that's it. Like, right now, the way that this show is focusing is we are handling two characters that share this one thing in common, which is the fact that they are surprisingly detached from the world of Pokemon, even though both of their legacies and both of their futures seem to revolve around Pokemon.
Okay,
so against that, it's interesting to see. Again, I for one, when it comes to Go, he's messed up on a lot of things too, but he's only getting experience. I guess that's what it is.
That's a really good point, but also, I just want to make sure that we continue to trespass back into what we were talking about last week, because that was you did just say some true facts. What
do you say about the whole trade? I just like that. I just like you can't go. Like, you're on the can't classroom. Like, one kid does great work. It's like freaking and he did poorly. But he got high.
You forgot about all the for someone to go there.
I did.
I did like question there.
I was in different parts.
Bring whatever they want to go stuff.
I'm happy they get us because that is going to be a while back. Seems to be more and more true.
Yeah. That is very
I can see Koharu get Rookie, it's great. If she doesn't get Rookie, I can see other Pokemon doing the thing Rookie does. It's like Koharu, Pokemon if you want that.
Not.
Only effort. Only effort.
Yes, I will.
I don't think it will.
I think
To be honest, so. What if it would be really late or something?
The moment I saw Scorbunny, I really wanted for Scorbunny to be like Piplup and Chestin. Like, don't evolve, but then reboot.
I don't want Reboot to be a Cinderace yet, but I really like Reboot.
It's gonna be so weird when you become the Cinderace. I'm so used to Rabbit.
It's just a very different situation that we're in, just because, like, these characters that we're following are so different from all the other characters when it comes to goals. When it comes to things like evolution, which is usually something that showcases that they're growing, it's hard to tell when they're growing due to the fact that they don't have a very set goal. Like Go, okay, I want to catch every Pokemon, but it's like, you know how many Pokemon there are? It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell
evolved because of catching
Oh my
experience.
No, Go's gonna get Ghost Cinderace, and it's gonna be a firefighting type. That was a joke, by the way. Let me just stop you first. That was a joke, by the way.
I know, but
Someone get the
battle bonds to a non-battler? Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, we're gonna get Ash Lucario.
I don't want
I think I'd prefer that than
freaking.
I think I'd prefer that than freaking Ghost Cinderace.
Listen.
Yeah,
Listen.
We're gonna get. I don't think
Everyone knows it's Go Marowak. Remember that Marowak?
No, okay. This may be an unpopular opinion, but I'm actually kind of bothered of the fact that we had an entire episode of Go taking care of a Cubone, and then now we don't really see anything of that Cubone. Like,
Everyone. Someone said this. It's fixed because like the stream was lagging a little bit. This is what they said. It's fixed. By now I have an idea. Why is the conversation about Go now? When this is like tomorrow episode.
Sorry, you just switched to like jargon or something. I couldn't hear.
I just made a little joke about Go and we went on a tangent. I'm like, anyways, back to Go.
Anything.
yeah,
Because my
same.
things are. Oh, thank you very much, Sman, S-Man, 128.
Wait.
Thank you for giving us a clarification, Pally. Anyways,
Alright,
go
so,
on. Let's go back to-
There's
on
one thing
the episode.
about the episode. There's one thing that I noticed. In the when Koharu was looking for Yamper, she met Venonat, right? Before she met Venonat, we saw the swing move, and there was no Pokemon there.
Could be the wind.
That was Gengar.
Here's the thing. Was it the wind? Was it Yamper? Or was it Mew being invisible?
Well, Yamper
was
can't learn
Ashton
any. Well, Yamper can't learn any flying type move, so I highly doubt it was that.
Hold on, I'm looking this up to check.
Yamper also can't levitate items, so I also don't think it was that.
No, what are you saying? Yamper is gonna be descending on Tom. Like he's gonna become.
Oh my goodness.
He's gonna join Rowlet up on Mount Olympus and like reign supreme over the entire thing.
Guys, Yamper can learn Rising Voltage, and that has Rising in the name.
Oh my
And
god.
Rising is like strong, so.
Yeah, we're gonna get an episode called Yamper Rising. Where he's gonna make a contract with Arceus.
Arceus is going to be put in a contract with it.
Yeah. And then Rowlet's gonna ask Arceus to make a contract with Yamper. Yamper's gonna have the
Yamper transfers to the ethereal realm.
No, because
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't think they did the swing move. Like it could have been the wind, it could have been Yamper, it could have been invisible Mew because Mew can turn invisible. It might be something, it might not be. But good thing that you brought Yamper again because about the book that Sakuragi was reading. It was the book that he wrote, so he's writing his own book. He's reading the book he wrote. There's that. About human Pokemon relationship. That, like I said before, it's Oak's thing. I think that Koharu and Yamper being developed and invested nowadays, it makes sense because Yamper is a dog. Dogs are known to be the man's best friend. So I can see. Maybe I'm stretching, maybe I'm reaching, who knows? But I can see the relation in being built towards Koharu and Yamper. And no, we will not get a battle bond Yamper. Don't get ideas.
Just say that now.
Wait. I don't want to say real quick. I want to say one thing real quick, just because Kuro said this, and Kuro, this is with a lot of love towards you. You're my friend, so I care about you. But literally, when you said, "Okay, I might be stretching," the first thing that came to my mind is like, "Wait, Kuro Blitz stretching?" I've never heard of a situation like that.
When Kuro said that, I was imagining it, because I don't know what Kuro looks like or anything, so I was just imagining some arm, like, going really low, like one.
No, you saw freaking... You see freaking Min joining Smash and...
Guys, wait, guys. Yamper has descended.
Yeah, no, I can imagine this.
No, guys, look at the... Guys, look at
I'm saying, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna show the viewers. I'm gonna show the viewers right now.
I'm just trying to tie the knots in regards to storytelling. So.
I understand. I understand you wanted to tie the knot to storytelling, and for the record, I respect you for that. I think that's really cool. But at the same time, one thing we need to keep in mind is, at least from what I can tell, Pokemon has not exactly been very gravity. I've never seen Pokemon except for maybe a couple times in like X and Y and maybe Diamond and Pearl. Pokemon has never been a type of show that does the Gravity Falls thing where it hints little things in episodes for you to see, like, this is going to lead to this in the future.
Sorry, I'm so sorry if I like a good narrative, okay?
I also like a good narrative, but ever since the end of XYZ, I've learned the hard truth of Pokemon, and that is, it's always going to be in your face.
Does leave little hints around, like Gravity Falls, but not really in Journeys so far. Because Journeys is like... Journeys is, someone else said this on Twitter, but Journeys is kind of like a sitcom in the sense that every episode is like its own like contained storyline, basically.
Yeah, that's why they should have called it Pokemon Friends. No one would told me life was gonna be this way.
I never watched Friends, so I wouldn't know.
So going back to the episode.
Yes, please.
Look at this, guys. You made Yamper mad. You made the Wampuchi mad. Look at the screen right now, people.
Guys.
The episode is called Episode 29 Review, The Future of the Journey Screen. That's a real thing.
No, what's gonna happen is, guys, no, it's gonna be Yamper's gonna be the main villain of Journeys. He's gonna join us.
Yeah, there we go. Look at
Yamper catches in characters. Yamper catches in characters with the ball catch ability.
No, you see that if you guys are on screen. That's the fun. I'm calling it right now. My theory is Yamper is going to make a contract with Arceus, but it's going to actually be secretly guaranteed to fool Yamper. And then Yamper is going to get corrupted, and then he's going to try and destroy the entire world.
Oh my god.
Yes. They'll leave Zacian and Zamazenta to the...
yeah, Zacian and Zamazenta.
Yeah.
Zacian and Zamazenta.
What's going to happen is Zacian and Zamazenta
It's going to be a genuine dogfight.
No. They're going to give Ash and Go their armor.
Yamper's a true legendary doggo.
Lego next.
So wait, instead of having Ash... Wait, so instead of having Ash Zacian, are we going to have Zacian Ash?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh my
no.
goodness.
We're just battle bonding everyone now.
Oh, Trey destroying them.
Wait, Trey
Hey,
joined?
Trey!
Trey, where's my $5?
This conversation is all over the place,
What my-
guys.
No,
Trey,
guys,
really is.
I have a genuine theory I would really like to
Okay,
share.
go for it,
Alright,
Red.
Okay?
Hey,
Right, so pretty much,
what's
but
up,
where's
bro?
gonna fly back from Sun and Moon, right?
So,
Okay, by the way, Yap is gonna be completely missing, but Beware's gonna like teleport back.
Oh
And
my
Beware's gonna
goodness.
like rip off its mask, and it's Yapper all along.
Wait,
Right?
what's going on?
Trey!
We're talking about the war
yeah,
arc.
people.
We're talking about Yamper becoming God.
We've got many story arcs involving Yapper.
Trey,
And that's the most-
Trey, what you need to do is you need to let out Paltiny check the PokeChat live right now because his god is here right now.
No, I don't
Wait, Margo, can you put the Battle Bond Yamper for everyone to see?
I'll put it on, but
He did.
No.
No, overlap the Battle Bond Yamper into God Yamper.
Oh, yes.
I'm pretty sure we scared the majority of our audience
Kill
away.
Giratina and be sent off to play Pokemon Ping Pong. And that's just gonna be the
oh
end
my
of the story.
goodness, the freaking ping
Oh,
pong.
yeah.
Pokemon Ping Pong.
No, but
Pokemon Ping Pong of the slaying of God.
featuring in the
Yeah, they're gonna slay a God and they're just doing like Pokemon ping pong for the rest of the
Hey,
series.
let's say Ping
Can we
Pong.
fucking
We just
stop?
go God.
About the future Pokemon series, since it's the topic of the chat, the future of the Journeys trio. The anime will most likely end on the 25th anniversary, at least this show, correct? So, seeing Ash becoming world champion after 25 years, I think it's great. The thing is,
we'll get on that when we
the
get
thing
on
is,
that, right?
what's next after world champion?
We still have a review.
Yeah,
Oh,
y'all haven't even
horrible.
No, because I'm
Yapper's
asking,
linked to my soul.
because I'm asking this because in episode two, we
Carl, hold on.
Guys, you haven't even reviewed the episode yet?
We're trying to, but we keep going to
trying.
tangents.
Can we please get on with the review?
Okay,
let's do it.
Trey, give us your synopsis of the episode.
Y'all had 30 minutes before I got here.
No, we were worried about it.
More than
No,
30.
no.
We've actually been doing okay. We've actually been doing pretty okay. It's just that we keep on going to long tangents.
Trey, we've done something. It's not what we were meant to, but it's something.
What we did is we created the best ending possible for the entire
We
series.
created 5 different Yamper arcs. But okay.
Real quick.
You have the rise, the fall, and the
Okay,
redemption.
Let's just go into the ratings one by one, or unless someone
Yes,
else has something
okay,
to
let's
say.
go.
Hold
let's
on.
go.
So overall, though, quick thoughts though. So overall, I gotta say this episode did a good job for Karu. Did it develop her well? Somewhat. Is she well developed? Not yet. I will say this episode leaves, and I hate to say this episode has potential to help out Koharu. The reason I say unfortunately is because I said the same thing for Sun and Moon's characters and plots. And guess what? They failed me every way, so now I'm kind of scared because you have materials to make Koharu good, and I've been enjoying that so far, mind you. The problem, can you do it, Journeys? Can you actually do it? Can you actually do it well? Can you not? Oh, one more thing, actually, I gotta point this out. I gotta point this out.
Oh, are you okay?
We gotta make Devil Yamper now.
I gotta point this out
Oh,
right
no.
now. I gotta point this out right now too, actually. I love how Ash and Go didn't do nothing when Carl fought the Pharaoh. I love that. I freaking love it, because yes, they could have easily defeated it, but they let Kaharu handle it on her own. Take note, Sun and Moon. That's what you should have done with Lily.
Wow.
Piece of shit.
Lily would have lost though.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
Lily's
saying,
not a
I'm
funny
talking
character.
about more specific. I'm talking about the Sogolay
Yapper's
arc.
once for every single Pokemon. Snowy hasn't done that.
I'm talking about the Sogolay arc because
she-
honestly, I felt like Lily should have been the one to save her mother by like her feelings instead of battling. To me, that felt like a scenario was like use your words, stand your fist.
But her... Sorry, Goggle, but I'm gonna counter that by saying, does Lily's name contain A, S, and H?
I don't think so.
It is.
No? Well, then, she's not the main character, so she can't do anything.
Exactly, but here,
I mean-
Kaharu actually does something, and she's not even part of the main cast right now, so I find it odd how last series you had an entire group, but oh wait, we gotta make Ash save the thing.
No, because Kaharu Sakuragi contains A, S, and H in that name.
Goggles. You're comparing a pharaoh to a needy Lego.
Not even that! It's the fact that Lily... I would have fine if Lily saved her mom using her words, because that's Lily's whole thing. She's not a battler, but she can speak. So I would expect them to do something with using her words.
Last time I thought we were all getting our ratings for this episode. I fail to see how Sun and Moon has to do with this.
It's because I'm upset with Sun and Moon, that's why, but this
Nah,
episode
Goku
proved
was
me
using
wrong.
it to link his points. He used it correctly, unlike most of us.
Yeah, none of us know what we're doing.
The rest of us are making war
Long
arcs.
story short, I'm Ash.
I'm saying this now. I'm saying this now on the live stream that it's like, yeah, we should probably come up with like a new order to have everyone speak. Just be like, whose turn is it? Now no one interrupt.
Yeah,
I'm looking at your face right
but it's
now.
also funny.
It is.
Trey, damn it, Trey, let someone speak. You've been hungry this thing for an hour, Trey. My goodness.
Alright, guys,
But-
I'm an evil Yamper now.
But long story short, though, I like the scene mostly because Ash took a back seat, and I'm glad for that. I'm glad Kaoru stand up and fought for her way, and I also like how her little brother was upset about the same
There we go,
goodbye to the
Demon
kingdom.
Yamper.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yes.
I'm also glad that her little brother was upset, but Kaoru was for sure. I'm like, yo, it's for the best because this is P-Dub's trainer. It loves him as much as we do, so it's best if it goes home. I like that little one with two. So overall, this episode to me gets an 8 out of 10. Who's next?
I'll
I'll
go.
go. Oh no, this is where I start.
No, you can go.
Let's go down.
I
Let's go down the list.
was literally
Let's go
just
down the
gonna say.
list.
Let's go down. We'll go from Goggle to Kuro Blitz and then down.
No, I think we go with
We'll
Alex
back around to
first
Alex.
since I was the second one.
Okay, do Alex then.
Alex, go ahead.
Okay. So, I really like this episode because of the development for Kaharu, but we already talked about that, so I'm just gonna give it my rating. I give it a 9 out of 10.
Ooh.
Cora Blitz, one sentence from you. 'Cause we know
Yeah,
you.
one sentence.
We know you.
Okay. Wait. Explain your case.
Okay, well, yeah, one of my favorite parts of the episode that we haven't talked about much is that we actually got to see Koharu wearing normal clothes
Oh, yeah, that's
other than
right.
her uniform.
I forgot about that.
I don't know.
That's
I
nice.
really liked that detail.
It's nice.
I really feel like that's gonna be her traveling gear.
Definitely.
That's true.
Also, quick little detail. I know this is a small detail, real quick. I like how Carl's brother was playing the Switch.
Wait,
Oh,
just
that
like
was
how
great.
I just
Actually,
like
no,
how
that
raging-
wasn't the Switch.
He was raging over Smash.
Oh, yes.
That wasn't
He got wrecked by a Min-Min raid.
Yeah.
I almost brought this up on my review, but that thing wasn't a Switch because he was using the TV to look, but then he had the Switch controller in hand. You can't do that.
oh,
You can have the entire
Yeah,
huge Switch
Pokemon
and
Go.
then have it on the TV. That makes no sense.
It's just a
No,
show.
but you don't understand. It's called Pokemon laws. Pokemon doesn't make sense.
Listen,
I mean, it was
Pokemon
clearly
World, the
like
Switch works
it
in
was
three
clearly
ways.
meant to be a Switch, even if he was looking at the TV. Like nobody, it doesn't matter if he was looking at the TV with it in hand.
Yeah,
It was clearly
yeah.
meant to be a Switch.
Listen, I got perfect logic in. Okay, in the universe, the Switch works in three ways. Either handheld, Joy-Con, or both.
What
Meaning,
if
you
this
can have the handheld in your hand and still play
We're
it
getting
because
off
of the
topic
Bluetooth.
again. We're getting off guys. Let's keep going. We
Okay,
do
Kiro.
well.
Okay, next person.
One sentence, mind you. One sentence.
My rating?
yeah.
My rating? 8.5 out of 10. The episode did great in regards to backstory and trying to make us more invested in Koharu, not in a way that she might have a goal or not. But I feel that it was misplaced or even rushed. I don't know, but I like the episode in general. It was like I was saying, it was like we have another slice of life episode too. Because here's the thing. The Journeys format, it's like basically having episode focus on battling, but then they have the intermission on making more comedy or slice of life. Episode 25 was Ash vs. Corina, 27 was Ryan versus Leon, but then we have the Magikarp and Slowking, the in-between. And I see the episode being like that, like hinting towards the future, but it still felt misplaced, although I like the episode. I cannot rate it more than 8.5 out of 10. I like Yamper. I like Yamper more than Bolt Hunt. I really hope that she doesn't get a Bolt Hunt, because I look at Bolt Hunt, it looks like a bootleg Manectric.
How dare you?
I don't like Bolt Hunt, but that's my rating, 8.5 out of 10.
Midday, I don't like that's from Makarong until last week.
Media, you're up.
Alright, my turn?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my thoughts of this, okay, seriously speaking, because I could make a joke of it, but no, like, seriously speaking, when it comes to the episode, it got me more interested in the family dynamic of the Sakuragis, and I like seeing the backstory to Koharu and Yamper. I like the fact that they mentioned that Yamper actually comes from someone else, so that does lead to some what's the word, theories here and there, whatever. I'd give it a 5 out of, I give it 5 or 6 out of 10 though, just due to the fact that it was an interesting episode, but that's all it was. It was interesting. It wasn't as investing as some of the other episodes I've seen. And again, it goes back to the whole thing of what I mentioned before, which is I feel like Koharu is interesting, but interest alone is not going to push a character into being enticing. And that's the thing. She's interesting, but not enticing. That's my thought, though. Now, one thing that I will say that will give this an 11 out of 10 is the fact that somehow this episode made us care about a Pidove.
Hey!
Let's go, Unification!
It's stronger than Ashes on Pheasant. I stand by that.
That's not an opinion, that's a fact.
Wait.
It is stronger, right? Because not only could it actually dodge like Yamper's electric
It's the
attack.
Battle of Titans.
I was gonna say.
I'm looking at the PokeChat live.
Hold on.
Demon Yamper.
Okay, real quick.
God
Okay.
Yamper.
I legitimately thought KG Prestige joined the chat because I thought one of you guys I heard his voice for a minute, and I thought, wait, did he legit join?
Oh no.
No, I think you might be mistaking him for Alex Simo, or because Alex and KG have very similar voices.
Probably. Oh my goodness. I mean, to be fair, last week I legit thought TSS was in this call too when I joined to start the chat. I don't know what's up with me the last few weeks, but anyways, who's next?
I'll go next, I guess. A 7 out of 10 episode for me. So this episode had a couple of really good things that I like. Like, I think the animation in the first half of the episode is really underrated. Specifically, the short but really well choreographed Pikachu and Ryo battle, and even the flying sequence for when we first saw the Pidove. I thought that was fantastically animated. Like, no one talked about it, but I thought that was wonderfully done.
That was like something from the movies.
It did. It looked really, really good.
Like a movie moment.
And I found out it's because the Moscow Iwane was one of the main animation directors for this episode, so that makes sense.
Moscow Iwane, you are a gift we don't deserve.
Right.
I can't get over this on the PokeChat live.
Screenshot it.
But I do think that I do think this episode has a couple of issues. Like, so we get to learn a little bit about Koharu, which I think is done good for the most part, except for the ending battle scene. Okay, you know how they're like, all right, Sakuragi tells Koharu, all right, you gotta battle this, and then they have this dramatic moment. Koharu sends out Yamper, says, "You spark." It's done in this, like, they're surrounded by white light. They get a nice little spark animation. My issue is that, have we already seen this? Episode 11, when they first battled together against the Gengar, didn't we see the exact same scene then? So I don't know why they're repeating it now, because that just feels like the same thing over and over. It feels like they they don't know what to do with their character, so they're gonna give her these small moments where she comes through with a small breakthrough, but ultimately it doesn't mean anything because what did that accomplish? Did at the end of that, did she say, "Oh my God, this felt great, I want to battle," or did she say, "Oh my God, I liked battling"? Like, we don't get any of that, and instead it is just a moment for her, but it's not going to lead to anything, and that's my biggest problem with the issue. Right, it's born out of necessity to let her do something because she hasn't done anything, but we've already seen it, so why even waste time? So while I like the episode for the most part, because I think for the most part the episode is fun to watch, and I think that's the most important thing. Episode needs to be fun to watch. It can't be boring, so that's why it's a 7 out of 10 for me. But while it has a lot of good points, I feel like they missed a mark in a couple of areas, or they could have done things differently.
I know what you mean.
Red Rose.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, it's my turn. Well, okay. Firstly, before I say my ratings, I'm just gonna say how, for some reason, I found this episode more entertaining than the Sobble one, because that one was boring, I think. But either way, I give the episode a 7 out of 10. Anything intellectual I can really say has already been said, such as the animation highlights Kaharu development. It was pretty solid. But yeah, I just like Padov now, so that's cool. Also, random side note, this isn't completely related, but last night a seagull actually got hurt and it's like staying on my roof and it's still there, so that's rather like, I don't know, that's just really convenient.
Are you sure there wasn't any Fearos involved?
It's anime Poke. It's like plot convenience on steroids. Come on.
Is it? How convenient! Oh,
Something that happened to me when I was a kid, to be honest. Like an eagle tried to get my pet dog from inside the house, but we had a slide glass door, so it just hit the door and flew away.
That's a game.
Okay.
Fun
Whose turn is
convenience.
it?
It's my turn.
Yeah, it's alright.
Alright, so, yeah, I also really don't have, like, anything to say that hasn't been said. But, like, this episode, yeah, like, the underrated part of this episode is how good the animation is. Because, like, it like, really, like, opens up, like, with the flight scene, it's, like, really fast-paced, and then it jumps straight to Ash training with Riolu. And all that's really great animation. And also, I think someone talked about it earlier, but it was also cool to see freaking Ash be like, "Hey, Dragonite, do your thing," and then he just hugs freaking Sobble. That was funny. But, I guess, like, overall, the main thing I liked of this episode was the slice of life, because, I don't know, some of my favorite episodes of Pokemon in general are just the slice of life that are, like, taking a step back from, like, the high-speed battling and, like, the main, like, plot of the anime, and just, like, taking, like, a more laid-back approach and just, like, getting insight into the characters' daily lives. So, especially with Koharu, because we haven't seen her that much at all in the series so far. But, that being said, like what PD said just a second ago, it did seem like it was kind of a repeat of the Gengar episode with Koharu, easily beating the Fearow. I think if they had, like, maybe, like, cut down on a little bit somewhere else, they could have expanded on the battle a little longer so it wasn't just a repeat and actually had, like, some form of, like an actual battle other than Koharu just saying, "Hey, you spark," and then it being done, So I still think even though that, I still think this is a pretty good episode. I would probably give it, like, a 7.5 or 8 out of 10.
And that you said makes sense because Ash, it's an active character, so he battles out of fun, while Go and Koharu are reactive characters, so they battle out of necessity. They will not battle unless they are called to that adventure.
Well, they need to. Right?
Yeah.
Alright. Sure.
Because Ash seeks battling, but for Go and Koharu, the battling seeks them.
Yeah,
At least that's how I see it.
that's
Right.
a good point. Yeah.
Wait, get your little get up already and tell us your rating. You goddamn little freaking jackal.
What the heck? Trey. All right. Skip Trey. We can come back to him.
Trey's been
While
eliminated.
Trey's not here, since Brian's not here, I'm just gonna quickly say, hey guys, Pokemon trainer Brian here. Alright, that's it. That's all. I just thought I'd say it for him.
I mean, if we're gonna be doing references to all of our any Poke friends, we might as well go all out and just be like,
Greetings, everybody. My name is Gator Vestigial.
What's up, Lumio's trainers or whatever.
Oh my comrades.
I can't say any references. I don't have any.
Well, my catchphrase is how convenient. If you watch Brian's reactions, I say that quite a lot. That's
I have way too many catchphrases.
Alright,
well, okay.
Wait, there's catchphrases?
Yes, I have catchphrases.
I just say, hey guys, and
Yours
that's
could
it.
be, like, I don't know,
No, I simply said it's and Poke. They are plot convenience on steroids. But
No, I know what Cobra's catchphrase should be. Here's the thing.
I don't have a catchphrase. I don't think
Actually, thank you for reminding me because that one moment that where Dragonite hugs Sabo and Ash tells it to do his thing. I know that I mentioned Avatar: The Last Airbender already, but if anyone here has seen Legend of Korra, anyone else had a flashback of Varric just shouting "Zooey, do the thing"?
yeah,
Oh
I
my
do.
goodness.
Honestly, I mean, this is off topic, but since we're waiting for Trey, I'm just going to quickly say, Korra is nothing in comparison to the Avatar and all of the comics.
Nothing will ever be more satisfying than Uncle Iroh in the hot springs.
I love Aaron so much. that one time, where he was training in jail, and he takes his shirt off after he's imprisoned, and he's suave, he's built and stuff.
The fact that's making me laugh is that it's Iroh in the hot springs that you're focusing on. Not all the training he did in jail, not his great escape, not the super sad leaves from the vine. No. Let's talk about his freaking adventures in the hot tub.
Oh yeah.
He had a massive tea party with Korra. That was a vibe.
That was great. That was a vibe, yeah.
Best part of Korra is
Dave Russ, we were talking about the
you
episode,
don't know.
but now we're talking about Uncle Iroh in a hot tub. So you came here at the best time.
How important how we got here.
Alright, if Trey's not gonna go, I guess I'll do it.
Yeah, go ahead,
He can
Cindy.
do it when he gets back.
Go for it,
Alright,
Donald.
so, I'm just gonna say, 7 out of 10. Very good episode. Horror's development. I like her back, and we actually got backstory this time, and I'm actually really excited to see where her character goes from there. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
No. Talk.
Go ahead.
Huh? What's going on?
I love these moments. But everyone's silent.
So happy I showed up today.
Okay, fine. If we're gonna bring up something here, because we brought it up earlier, I think this will be kind of funny. So, no. So you know how earlier I mentioned.
Oh, Trey's back.
Trey, give your damn rating.
Oh, Trey's back. Okay, Trey, you saved us.
Give your rating, damn it.
Yeah, we were talking about Uncle Iroh
somewhere.
Oh no.
Damn it, Trey. Why do you always do this?
We started talking about Uncle Iroh hot tub.
Damn it,
Hey guys, Pokemon Trainer Brian here. Okay, yeah, now we can keep going. Keep going, Trey.
We were just waiting on your review of this episode, so go ahead, Trey.
Yeah, Trey.
Alright, so personally I give it about an 8 out of 10. It was a great episode.
You're biased.
On Haru. I'm not biased.
Because you don't like Koharu.
Okay.
That's what you told me. You don't like Koharu, don't go.
Guys, let him speak. Come on.
This was Kaharu's first appearance since episode 20, and I really do like the subtle growth. Because, in episode 20, they had the orientation event where, she was still not like a Pokemon. Like, when the PETA was out on her, she's like, oh, get away from me. Not the PETA, the Pidgey.
Damn it, Trey. Oh my goodness. What the frick?
But here, she's cool with the PETA, so it's a small growth. And a small detail I noticed in episode 20 was when Action was stating their goals, and she was like looking at them like kind of an admiration of how much they've grown. So I'm glad to see she's growing more to Pokemon now. Hopefully in the next couple of episodes, we'll start to see her possibly start joining the group. Maybe not as a full-on character, like like going on every adventure, but maybe like occasional adventures, like every 5 episodes, Kaharu will join the group or something.
I wouldn't mind if there was an episode
On the
where-
weekends. She'll join them on the weekends.
Well, so wait, hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong, but at the beginning of the series, well, not like the very beginning, but like towards the beginning of the series, wasn't there an episode where Ash literally asked Koharu to come with them?
No,
Yeah,
it was
he did.
It was
Yeah,
like
he
catch
did.
one though. That's what go out.
Yeah,
catch
just not
one.
like I guess this kind of ties in because we're talking about the future of the trio and this
Yeah.
this live.
Yeah,
Well, it's
like I'm almost certain.
with us.
Yeah,
Ash was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
"You're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
catch it with us," and then Gohan was like,
I'm
"No,
almost-
I got school."
Yeah, I wouldn't
I'm
mind
almost-
if there's an episode where Gar has to actually go to the Avengers for some school project.
Yeah.
Just being forced to.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm-
wondering.
I'm-
I really want more context on the school because I mean, Ash just finished school and stuff.
No, he
but
didn't. He
did
dropped
Pokemon
out.
school.
No,
Is
he
Koharu's
dropped
school the
out.
same or different?
No, he
Like, is
dropped
it
out.
like?
Nah,
Is it
Pokemon
like
school and
that?
Kaharu school are different.
Yeah, because
Like,
one
Gar's
actually goes to
like
that
a real-
school. Gar's actually going to school.
Like Ash is a
We
a
might
Pokemon
find out in a
school
Go
for
flashback. And since we're talking about the future of the trio,
We don't
I
know what
wanna-
that school was about, Trey. Sorry.
I want to talk about Go because he has so much potential. But we said
He does.
most of this like last week. But I want more because his character at the start was like I don't need friends, and when him and Ash fell out, he was like, oh, so you're one of those guys. And with this, the next week episode being about Go and a friend,
yeah.
then
So
we might actually get like flashbacks. Why Go's so like because he's really antisocial.
Just
And,
like
sort of-
me.
he's a recluse. He's sort of like a recluse. Bro. Yeah,
I don't know why
he's
I'm
like a
piling on it,
recluse.
Trey, to be
You have
honest.
to understand this. You have to understand this from a timeline point of view. Go and Koharu met Mew when they were 6, so they started school afterwards. And when they started school, Go
How do you know
most
they
likely.
weren't already at school?
Listen. When Go and Koharu started school, it was after Go and Koharu met Mew, so I can see Go most bluntly saying, "Oh, we met Mew," and Koharu distanced herself from him, or maybe not, but I can see many people joking to Go, saying, "Oh, that's a lie, you're lying," etc., and Go saying like, "Only Koharu believes in me, and that's only because she was also there." He can go like to Johto, seeing a guy that says, "Oh, I once met Celebi. Oh, great, I once saw Mew. Let's meet Celebi again." Yeah, and the guy doesn't show up. For a 7-year-old, I can understand Go like, this bastard lied to me. I don't trust people anymore.
Yeah, like Trey, I
How
do
would
it all
he
the
get
time.
to Johto? He's
He
a
has
kid.
Go has trust issues.
Again, I want to this. I don't know why.
I don't know why. I
Freaking-
thought you were going to say Go has instant transmission.
Okay, I'm gonna say
Oh,
this
is
right
Go
now.
descending now?
Hang on. I want to say this right now. Me and Trey are still friends. Keep that in mind. I don't know why I keep on freaking bashing him today. I'm on a roll for some odd reason.
Yeah, this entire live stream is just gonna be us bashing Go.
Yeah.
Oh no, you like the best Go. I'm gonna
Let's
bash Trey.
go. If we want to talk about bad
like
guys, let's talk
Go.
about Teen Titan Go.
We
Oh,
don't talk
God.
about
No, 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 no.
I don't want to talk about Corky.
I'd rather talk about Uncle Iroh than that.
I want to talk about Sun.
No, one thing that's actually kind of interesting that I don't think anyone has actually ever brought up in the past has been the fact that so Koharu, we all know that Koharu is going to school by choice, and the reason I'm bringing that up is because remember that Go was also going to the same school until Sakuragi made him his assistant.
I was gonna mention that. So does that
So
mean
then-
that Go dropped out then?
Yeah, no. I mean, that's the thing. What I'm imagining is that if Koharu were ever to join Ash and Go's journeys, for whatever reason, she has that decision of leaving school because within the world of Pokemon, from what it looks like and from what we've seen, not just in this series, but in other series like Pokemon Sun and Moon, and even certain episodes of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and Advanced Generations, we've seen Pokemon schools before, but they all seem, for the most part, like, what's the word? Not the opposite of mandatory. What is it?
Optional.
Optional.
Not
They all
mandatory.
seem-
No optional.
yeah. Like they all seem optional, and that's really interesting because judging by that, you could see that from that, it looks like Koharu chooses to go to school. She can easily not go to school because her father is one of the famous Pokemon researchers.
Yeah.
So
Also,
then it's like,
yeah.
that's interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, going off of that though, I think the perfect evidence for that statement is Ash at the end of Sun and Moon. He just leaves.
No, yeah, exactly. He just leaves, and he
just
in the
leaves.
He
beginning,
dropped
he
out.
just joined, and then in the end, he just leaves.
Like he doesn't
Yeah.
even
We
graduate.
don't know much about Ash's life before. Like we've seen flashbacks of him and Gary like watching movies and fishing.
That's always been something that I kind of wish we could have seen specifically in X and Y, because
We never
X and
got
Y talked a lot about Ash's past.
Yeah.
But
Speaking
yeah,
of,
Yeah, considering that no one thought we'd get like, because I remember before in the olden days of YouTube, where people were like, "Oh, Ash's Pikachu's like Red's Pikachu's like kid and stuff," and like all this like theories about where Ash's Pikachu came from and why it's so strong. But like, and everyone was like, so it's like Ash's dad. Everyone sort of like accepted it as something we'd like never find out. But we did in Journeys, which leads me to believe that maybe at some point we will get Ash's full backstory.
And speaking
Alright,
of
yeah,
Ash,
He's
yeah.
an anime
this is a
protagonist. He
good
has to have
opportunity.
one.
This is a good opportunity for us to get into the main topic about the trio of
Alright.
journeys.
I want to say something.
Well, for that,
I mean, we are talking about the trio of journeys.
Yeah,
No, I'm just getting out
we're
official.
not
I'm just
deviating
getting out
from the
official
topic.
now.
Yeah. Speaking of Gary, are we going to talk about how the creators of the show basically confirmed past characters are returning?
Yes, but it's past characters, not past companions.
Yeah, we don't know specifically.
Yeah, they
Gary's
said
not
characters. It can be
That's what-
companions,
So you mean to
rivals,
tell
or
me that-
etc.
You mean to tell me that
That's
they
one
Gary-
issue. That's one issue I have with a lot of the people making videos about this. They see past
Oh,
characters,
yeah.
first thing they go say is Serena. It's like,
Mhm.
People,
No,
oh my
it
god,
means-
the amount of clickbait thumbnails and pictures.
Yeah, I see
It's-
Serena in every one of them.
Like MediaNet said once before, the trio's journey, it's like battle, catching, and traveling. So it's Ash, Go, and Koharu, correct? I think that you said that once before. And to look for merchandise. So past characters, I can see Todd Snap returning because of new Pokemon Snap.
Wait,
It's a possibility. We don't know. They might curveball us and
I just want to see Silent.
I want Tracy to get a battle bonds with like, I don't care what Pokemon.
No, but
Okay. We're talking about what
uses with Yampa to become the
Oh
ultimate
god,
one.
no. Okay.
Yeah,
kind of bringing up what Zanolith mentioned, and I think Trey also mentioned as well, which is like to kind of like all the pandering and all the things aside, the truth is we do have that ability of seeing any character come back. Now, obviously, the majority of people are going to want companions and Pokemon to come back because that's what they want.
Yeah.
Like, no. I mean, look, I understand. Okay, so if we're really gonna talk about the whole Serena thing, because I won't. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go deep into that topic. I'm talking about any. I'm talking about any character, though.
Okay, so
Is
let's
the
bring
fact
back let's bring back all the people that Ash said he was gonna have a battle with again.
I can see Gary just because Gary's a researcher.
Well,
I think Gary should be
here's
100%.
Here's where I'm going. Here's where I'm going with this, though. Now, obviously, each and every one of us, at least once on our channels or once in one of our discussions, has at least mentioned at least one time the idea. And again, it's an idea. It's not confirmed. But the idea of this possibly being Ash's journey.
what's up, bro? What's up?
Hey, TSS.
Hey, TSS.
Hello, TSS.
Hello.
Wait a minute, TSS is actually here? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, let me check it out.
If what
Yeah, because it seriously it sounds like I'm outside of freaking Wendy's listening to drive-through speakers.
Who's the one that's arguing?
Hello, TSS. How you doing?
The person who's singing, which is probably Gargle.
Oh, goggles.
Oh shoot.
If someone's watching this stream, like they have it all the sound on, that could be it. It's not me because I'm not speaking out on YouTube, just so I don't
Goggles,
interrupt in any way.
I'm on the stream, but it's muted.
What's up?
Yeah, exactly. That's why you don't listen to it. Yeah. So something mirrors OBS, which means it's double echoing. So you got to check the setting.
Oh dear.
I'm about to listen to it real quickly.
Yeah, so Goggle, Goggle, I guess get on that, man.
Is the issue? I don't know how.
I can't tell
works.
anymore. You sound the same. I can like, you know, while that's all getting set up, I can only like vary. Wait, TSS, can you speak please, just so I can register your voice? I'm registering your voice. Could you please say like a sentence or two?
This is a pen or not.
Hello? Wait, guys, real quick, guys. I know something.
Yeah.
Goggles, we can't hear Goggles right now. I just listened to the stream and he's talking, but in this call we can't hear him for some reason.
Oh no, that's
Oh,
because
shoot. No!
for some reason this thing is so behind.
Goggle, he's been taken by
Yamper took him! Yamper took him!
Yeah, the Yamper box took me.
Leave and come back, Goggles. Leave and come back.
It took you guys 90 minutes to realize that this is the problem.
Leave and come back, Goggles.
Yeah, I think I know what the problem is. God dang it. Alright, hang on everybody. Oh, whoa, no. I didn't mean to do that. No. Okay, let's see. Okay, OBS is currently active. All streams will be shut down. Are you sure you want to exit? No. Heck no, I don't want to exit right now. Okay. I'm gonna check right here and make sure everything's fine, so be right back.
Nah, I just listened to the stream and he's talking, but in this call we can't hear him for some reason.
Oh, that's
And I probably never
It's
will.
like McDonald's ice cream, but the ice cream
Oh,
machine
sorry.
works.
Backstreet Boys thing is.
Bruh.
Nah, I'm alright. America's one of those places I don't think I ever want to visit, to be honest.
Hey!
Yeah, now
Goggle!
we actually,
Yeah, we hear you,
yeah,
Goggles.
now we can actually hear you. 90 minutes. 9-0. What happens?
90 minutes! You're surprised, I love that.
All right.
Completely gone off the rails, and even chat's asking, "Hey, do you guys know you're live?" Let me just say this about bringing back future characters. And this is going to be a controversial stand. I don't want them to bring back characters just to bring back characters because I think that's a waste of time. I know it's good fan service, but it's a waste of time.
Yeah,
The reason I didn't mind them bringing back Karina is because it turned out that they're going to use that story to further Riolu, right? Like, for example, let's say they bring back Iris to further the story of Dragonite. I would be fine with that because that's developing a story. If they bring back someone just to bring them back, what's the point? Like, for example, in Sun and Moon, people were upset that, Misty and Brock came back for no reason, but it wasn't for no reason. It ended up being the reason, the gym battles and the just being in Kanto is the reason the league ended up forming because Kaku was so inspired.
No, actually, my thing on it, my thing was, in this case, it was like, because Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee.
Well, no, that was
Yeah.
that was also the 25th.
Actually, not
Way
with
after.
Eevee.
That was also the 20th anniversary of the anime, so it was a big celebration. So I could see why they did that.
Also,
The
Misty and Brock were-
Treasure Island episode was just Ash and Pikachu bonding because it was the 20th anniversary.
Wait, Misty and Brock also were they had inspired the Sun and Moon group because I remember they had the
I'm
moment
sorry.
after.
What exploration did
Right.
they get?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
what
think, I
So
think that person will let you go.
I was just gonna say. So my point to all this is.
By the way, we
I'm
still have the
having-
echo on stream. Okay, they're okay. Gotta fix OBS because seriously, again, there's that problem again.
I'll
Who's
see
the one
what
that
I
just?
can
Who was
do.
the one that was just speaking about the echo? Was that UTSS?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Like, I think after the stream, I'm gonna need someone to help me out with this thing.
well, I think
Let me
what's
just
happening.
face through the screen again.
I think what's happening is that your OBS settings are messed.
Yeah, make sure you don't have both the application sound and your desktop sound recording. Make sure you only have one of those two recording.
What was that?
But the end of the point is if they're gonna bring back characters, I need them please don't just bring back characters just to bring them back because
Yeah.
it's a
And
waste
that's
of time.
Yeah,
And
they
that's
did
a
it with
problem.
Corina, and Corina, they didn't give justice to Corina.
What I have.
I know,
oh,
I
yeah.
know,
it's
it,
something
I know
wanna
it was
talk about.
for Riolo's development, but they didn't
But she's
give it.
coming. She's coming
Yeah,
back. Is what they said. She's coming back. So they could
Like,
do better.
a problem I have with a lot of people is, especially with people who are always like, "Oh, bring back Serena, bring back Serena." People don't want characters back. They're characters. They want them back, especially in
For the
Serena's case,
Shipping,
just
my man.
just for the shippings. And so
Yep.
if they're
Oh,
going to bring
yeah.
back a character, it needs to be in a relevant position. So, example, Gary. Gary is the one character that can come back in any episode because Ash is working with a Pokemon professor. Gary is is trying to become a Pokemon professor. It would make logical sense for Gary to come back. Now, would it make sense for Ash and Go to Hoenn, go to the battle frontier, and expect Serena to just randomly be there? No, it would not make
The
any
only-
sense.
The only
Yeah, it
way
would.
Serena could make sense is because what this whole series is doing is that they're showing off a lot of stuff from the games, from the past, and the future. So if the only way I can see them bring back Serena is they go somewhere for contest, and we see
Yeah,
maybe-
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
because they're gonna show off
It has
contest at
to
one
be
point
in a
in
re-
the series,
Yeah.
especially if the
They have
dinosaur
to,
remake
especially
happens.
yeah, exactly. So what I'm saying
So-
is no
One thing.
relevant.
Okay.
Everything has
Yeah,
to be
no,
relevant.
no. You
that's it.
finish your thing. Yeah. You finish your thing, and then I'll say my thing.
I was just gonna say everything should just be relevant, and it shouldn't just be for blatant fan service. Because oh my God, Serena's back in the most random ass episode ever.
Oh,
yeah. So not only do I agree with that, but I actually going to what I was gonna say before TSS arrived. Actually, so it's actually interesting that you're here, dude. But basically what I was gonna say, and the reason why I'm bringing it up is because you and I talked about this once, which was the idea that now, like I mentioned before, we at least once in almost all of our videos on our channels or in some kind of discussion we've had within the anti-poke community, we have all at least once brought up the slight idea, because again, it is only an idea, it's not confirmed, but the way that the show is painting and the way that the show is kind of like giving off the idea is that maybe, not confirmed, but maybe this could be Ash's final adventure, right? So then,
Right.
They've
So
been saying
then,
that since time.
with that, right. So that if that's the case, then Now, number one, it would make sense for the vast majority to bring back like all of his companions and all of his rivals and all of his Pokemon. But going to what you guys said, I believe it should work both ways, which is yes, bring all of them back if you want, but make sure if you do bring them all back, make sure it works. Like you said, if one of them shows up because they're going to this region and they're there to showcase this thing about that region, or they're there, or they're there to progress certain characters' stories. So okay, if we're gonna bring back Dawn or May, okay, Dawn. Everyone's talking about the Sinnoh remake, so we can bring her back and have her represent contest, or May or Dawn could represent contest. Serena could be something related to Kalos, or maybe for whatever freaking reason she gets a Mega Evolution, or heck, actually, if you really want to, Serena and Tracy make a lot of sense for Koharu's development, because Serena, a character who didn't know what she wanted to do with life, similar to Koharu.
Tracy redemption.
Tracy, because I know the jokes, but what I'm saying,
Tracy redemption.
He's an artist. No, because he's an artist.
Yeah, to be fair, Kenji Seiyu in freaking Yokai Watch Jam is getting the short end of the stick anyway, so yeah, he can come back.
Exactly. What I'm saying is, I could see the potential if and only if. Now, let's say this isn't Ash's last journey, then okay, forget it. But if it is, then it makes the most logical sense for them to try to bring back as much of Ash's past as possible, but make sure it makes sense not only in the way that the episode asks for it, but also the story and progression of the characters we're focusing on. Because in the end, the characters are Ash, Go, and Koharu. Whatever characters come back, whatever Pokemon comes back, has to affect them in some way, shape, or form, whether giving them some kind of experience, or even inspiring or motivating them to do whatever it is that they're going to want to do. And that's the thing. So I'm in the middle then. That's what I'm saying. They should all come back, but it should all make sense.
Yeah. Also, okay, I have two things I want to say. First of all, another problem I have, like people wanting characters to return, especially with two certain people, a certain Poké Girl that has a crush on Ash and a certain overpowered frog. They're going to come back for one episode, 1 or 2 episodes at the most likely. And people will get mad at that. But I feel like that's what we should be expecting.
Yeah, definitely.
Also,
no matter what, you can't like you can't have an entire make everyone happy.
You can't make a 5-episode arc just around Serena. It just does not.
God, no.
Especially since she's had her completed arc. Most of the old characters have like finished off arcs, but I mean they can still return for like reasons and stuff, but they don't really need any more development.
Yeah, exactly.
They've reached their max potentials in their own series. Well, actually, apart from Iris, but who cares about Iris? So anyway.
I do.
But
I do.
Okay.
That's a funny joke.
And we're talking about Iris and also Corina. The way that they brought Corina only to make sure that Riolu jumpstarts his development, I understand why, but the way they treated Corina, that's why in regards to Ash's Dragonite, I really hope they bring back Claire, because if they bring back Iris, they will ruin Iris. So and also because Lance was the finalist of the PWC, so bringing back Claire again, I can see at least one character per main region returning, but not being a companion or a rival. I can see Todd Snap because of new Pokemon Snap. We have to look for the merchandise. For Kanto. For Johto, I can see Claire. For Owen, maybe Scott, maybe sponsoring Ash once he gets into the next class from the PWC. For Sinnoh, everyone wants Paul, but we don't know. For Unova,
Cynthia needs to return.
It's probably going to be
she needs to battle Leon.
Yeah, it's either going to be Dawn or
Sinnoh. I can see an arc where Brandon talks to Ash, and Brandon, Ash, and Paul will go to the Crown Tundra, and Ash and Paul tag team against the new Regis.
Well,
maybe.
Yeah.
What the thing is,
that's the thing. This series isn't arc based. They said they're only going to do two parts.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I was going to say.
do 2 parts.
Where it's like, Where it's like, I don't remember who it was that said it, but they said it the best, which is you can't have an entire arc based off of one character. Well, it doesn't matter who the character is.
That was what I said.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter who the character is. It could be Serena, Greninja, Misty, Brock. It doesn't matter who it is. Yeah. It's just
the only time I think they're actually going to have like more than 2 episodes for an arc is going to be obviously the World Championship Finals, the top 8.
Maybe a Galar arc, the Darkest Day.
In Eternatus' plot.
That's the thing.
Because if you think about it, unlike every other region, Galar, unless there's added, they may adapt to remake content such as the Delta episode, which I doubt. But also, like, if the new Diamond and Pearl remakes add like a new phase, a new story arcs, that's probably going to be adapted in some way. But with Galar, unlike every other anime, like every other region which has its own season, so those the plot unfolds. None of Galar's story arcs, lack thereof, have really been adapted into anime form.
Not yet.
So Galar, I can actually see having like long arcs.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, this series is Satoshi's post game anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
exactly.
Plus, in addition, Ash is going to be. Well, we already know Ash has to go through the Ultra Wormholes again. So at the end of Sun and Moon, I think it was the final episode where Nebby appears, and then Pikachu and Ash just go on an adventure, and Ash is like, "Whoa, we met an Ultra Beast," and he described it really badly or something. But it's a new Pokemon because Ash has met every single Ultra Beast that we know up to this point. So if it's a new one he hasn't seen, that means it's a new Pokemon, and he helped it, which means
also
it's probably going to remember Ash and probably remember helping him. So whatever it is, we may even join him in some way.
The Crown Tundra confirmed that it's confirmed that Ultra Beasts are coming back too. So it's a possibility we could get new.
Okay, it was foreshadowed. Plus, wait, I just had also one thing with Kukui and Burnett's baby. See if it's born or something. That means 9 months would have actually passed in the anime. Yeah. I just wanted to add that. If it,
that would just destroy my mind if the baby's born.
Well, no, I don't think anyone would have to freak out just due to the fact that time has passed in Pokemon, but just Ash, for whatever reason, still stays further than. We've understood that forever.
He got blessed by God.
In the show, both in Japanese and in English, the show would always mention a year has passed, a few months have passed. That's been a thing. At least for me,
has it?
At least for wait, say it again.
Has it? I don't remember anything like that. Could you?
Okay, if you wanna,
they would have missed
go back to the. Yeah, if you want to go back to the original series, for example, in the English dub. I don't know if it was in the Japanese. I know in the Japanese dub they mentioned it somewhere.
Check Dogasu's site, and it has pretty much all of the Kanto stuff. You could look at all the dialogue changes. Also, PM.net. You can also check that as well because we always have
cool. Because I do remember those now that you mention it. Because I remember
where Ash is I can't believe
that was a dub error. Because there were quite a few of those in the original English dub. So. And especially since Ash is still, there's often.
To be fair, according to Shoto, the pill drunk guy, Takashi Shudo, it was supposed to end after 82 episodes, but apparently it continued.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, yeah, when you become the number one media franchise in the world, you gotta continue.
Wasn't Ash supposed to die in the Mewtwo movie?
No, he wasn't supposed to die, but what was supposed to happen was that Pikachu was supposed to... No, that was in the 3rd movie, I think. But basically, Pikachu was supposed to lead a revolt of Pikachu or Pokemon versus people.
I heard of that.
Obviously, that got cut because that makes no sense.
I remember that was stupid.
Right?
Yeah, that's what the 3rd
That would be really sad. That'd be really weird for Pokemon.
Yeah, it's Team Plasma before Team Plasma.
Here's the thing: it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work nowadays. Maybe back then, when the show was at its early run, it would work. But now they've firmly established
if the series didn't take off internationally like it did, it probably would have ended like that.
Don't forget.
Here's the thing: it's not even the tone of the series. Go ahead.
Sakuragi's book. You remember in the last episode, he's like how people in Pokemon can live. Goggles, what you was talking about? Where you was like, it sounded like they're in some war. When they said how he wrote the
Yeah.
book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The second thing,
I feel like,
Yeah,
and hear me
also-
out here, that we need a Rainbow Wing arc because it was established in that Johto filler that Ash does remember Ho-Oh and like seeing it. And I mean, this isn't really mentioned much in the anime or touched upon, but I have a feeling like I don't remember many other times apart from like slight glances or in openings, like Ash properly interacting with Ho-Oh. Like he has with Lugia and stuff,
Yeah.
but not Ho-Oh.
Literally episode
And,
2.
that's my big issue about them. If Ash becomes world champion after 25 years, the future for the Journeys trio, it includes Ash. What's next about being world champion and the whole Pokemon Master? I can see they saying because Lugia telepathically spoke to Ash, so I can see, for
Yeah.
example, the journey to being a Pokemon Master that is actually understanding Pokemon feelings towards speech, because Pokemon are like the animals of that world, and animals in our world, they have conscience, but they think in deeds and not thoughts. So
I mean, the thing is though, the definition of Pokemon Master is very vague. Even Rika has said in a magazine interview she doesn't know what the hell that means either.
Oh, I have something to say about that. Right, so you know Veronica Taylor, the original dub voice actor for Ash?
Yeah.
Actress, yeah.
aka the best one. Anyway, so she said in an interview once, that apparently what she thinks it is like a state of mind. And she said in the like sort of a panel thing for Pokemon, that it was sort of like it was a state of mind at the end of a journey where it's sort of like not in Yamper enlightenment, but like a state of completion, like when Ash's journey is fully fulfilled. Well, whenever he himself believes that is the point where he's fully fulfilled his dream, I think that's when he like becomes a Pokemon Master, which is rather deep. But I'm just like quoting what she says.
Yeah, I feel like the anime, well, whatever Pokemon Master means, I think honestly, being completely realistic here, Pokemon Master is just an excuse for Ash to keep.
Yeah.
Didn't they confirm what a Pokemon Master is, and it's just Ash's Bailey dream or something like that?
It might be
Yeah.
linked to his childhood. It might be something
Pokemon
like, 'cause
Master
we
is
know
not a
his
rank;
dad-
it's more of an inspiration. I can see that.
One of the few things I think is like his dad.
Yeah, because like I said, if you want to read the article, it's on Dogasu's site. Translated with they had various interviews with some of them, like Daiki Yamashita or Go's Seiyu, and Rika's as well. And like I said, you read the article, and like I said, the whole thing was the definition of Pokemon Master is kind of like a kid's thought. It's like, okay, this is a dream that a kid has. We don't know exactly how we're going to reach the goal, but the goal is there. It's used as a motivational tool.
Yeah, so that sort of ties on to what like I was thinking. It's like what he believes is what is like his fulfillment in life in a way.
It's also an interesting thing to think about when you take a moment and you look at it, and it's like, okay, in this series, in Pokemon Journeys, basically Ash is trying to become the most. I mean, he's trying to become the strongest Pokemon trainer in the world in this series, because that's what the World Championship is. And let's say he wins, he becomes World Champion. Then,
What then?
As an aside here, I am not going to call it the coronation or whatever. This is not fucking Coronation Street. This is a fucking World Championship.
It's the World
Pokemon World Coronation Series.
Anyway,
but yeah, all I'm saying is that because
I know, because PBS aired the crap out of BBC and freaking ITV shit back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
here in the
so,
UK, from my understanding,
I want to like put out there is that
Go ahead.
I don't claim to be like an expert on Naruto, but I do know that in like the new show Naruto's like the Hokage
Yeah,
or whatever,
it
right?
is.
And he's not like he's not a main character, but he's a recurring
Yeah.
character, right?
That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah,
to
so
Ash.
they could possibly do the same thing with Ash once he wins the world championships and becomes the world
I mean,
champion.
yeah, that's the thing.
He could be more of a
Yeah, but then that would have to mean that they're gonna have to do a time skip because Rika is like over 50 now.
Because you can't voice the character forever.
Well, then again though, you look at like Goku's
Uzawa is 80 years old and she's voicing Goku. I don't want to hear that.
No, she's
Yeah,
like 80. She's like
exactly.
84, and she's actually doing
Yeah,
like
exactly.
everything else. But the thing is though, you don't want the problem is if you voice a boy for so long and then you hear the age start to creep up, it doesn't sound good. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
there's
why.
gonna be
that's
a
why-
point where they're gonna have to pull the plug.
Yeah, that's
It's
why.
not.
That's why. Like when you look at Naruto and you look at him in Boruto, he still sounds like Naruto somehow.
No, but that's
Like,
how it's
yeah.
supposed to be. When people grow up, their voice doesn't radically change. They just
You
become
ever heard of puberty? I remember my voice from back in the
It doesn't-
day.
It just becomes a deeper version. It just becomes a deeper version of whatever you had. Like that's a bit of a side tangent, but people complain about, like, for example, the voice of Goku like not changing from when he was a kid to now. But like his when you're in puberty, unless your voice is super low, it's not going to change that much. Same thing with Ash. Let's say hypothetically Ash ages in the future, his voice isn't going to change that much. It's just going to be slightly deeper version of whatever he has right now.
Then again, though, puberty can change people's tone like crazy.
then
Like if
again,
you look at and the whole thing is, you got to remember, at voice, your voice changes a lot between the ages of 10 and 18. There is
I
a
don't
huge
think my
difference.
voice is the same
And
when I
here's the
was 10.
thing. Here's the other thing. People's vocal cords, they grow at a different. The vocal cords can grow at a different length. You can have somebody that sounds so high, but then when they get older, their voice drops to the basement. Because again, it depends. It depends on what it is. Maybe the accent doesn't change, but I could tell you this much: when I started podcasting back 15 years ago, my voice was a lot less richer sounding and it was shot. I was 17 at the time.
I think what
And they already
and Zoro are trying to say, though, I guess what they're trying to say is, just because that's the case doesn't. I mean, if
that
it
doesn't
can
change
happen
for a
to Naruto,
cartoon.
there's no reason it can't happen to Ash. I guess that's
Right.
what they're trying to say.
Yeah, but then
I'm
there's
just-
time
Hang on, guys.
as well.
Hold on,
I'm just-
guys. Wait. They already established his voice changed before from episode 1 of this series to now. Like he had a different
That
voice
is
back
true.
then.
No, it sounds like a more high pitched version of what he has right
Well,
now.
the thing is though, Satoshi's voice in PM 2019 episode 1 is by a different Seiyu. It's
Right.
not by Rika.
Yeah.
Right, but that's also just because I don't think Rika can go as high, like in those high ass notes anymore. Because she's
No, it's not that. It's because because it also comes down to vocal type. Rika is a alto, and they probably needed like a mezzo soprano or a soprano to voice Satoshi.
also there
on that.
in Japan they have a tradition where you don't change voice actors. That's why Masako Nozawa is still doing Goku at the age of 80. You don't change voice actors. Part of a respect.
However, they did that. The only thing is they did that with Sakaki or Giovanni because they had to continue his character in the series. That's the only time. That's one of the only
that's
times.
why-
they
We
had to-
need to
I don't even know why we're talking about voices. We're talking about the future
Oh,
of
yeah.
Ash. Somehow we got
Okay.
because it's still
the
relevant.
future of Ash's voice.
Yeah.
So-
What I think is, yes, you guys are right because obviously your voice stays. You relatively have the same voice throughout your life. However, think about this: Ash, according to the show, is still technically 10. So
Right.
if they got a different voice actor for a time skip, it wouldn't matter as much as say he was 15. Anywhere beyond that, he's 10.
If they did a time skip, which I'm almost certain they won't, how long would it be?
Probably like
Here's
2
the thing.
years.
So that's actually what I was going to say earlier. So someone brought up the Naruto comparison. The difference is Naruto's the leader of a village, right? He has a specific role. If Ash grows up, what's going to be his role in the future? Is
I
he just going
have
to be a
an
champion that
idea.
everyone's going to come to? Oh, wise Ash, please tell me your ways. That's not his character.
No.
So-
Ash would tell them nothing. He'd be like very
Exactly.
useless.
So that's
I mean,
why they're
not
gonna
only
change
that,
I
not
know
only
what
that,
the
if you
Amore shippers are
wanna,
gonna think.
not only that, if you want to look at other Pokemon media, for example, like we've seen, I guess if you want to bring up, for example, the Pokemon manga, Red
Yeah,
became the
hello.
champion of Kanto, but he was still a kid, and he was still a kid, and he kept being the champion while a kid, and kept going on adventures while a kid, while being champion. I guess it's
right. That's
for the
what I
record,
don't
I'm not
agree with.
saying.
Getting
not
the
saying-
rank will
I'm
not stop
not
him from
saying that
churning the world.
Actually, being a champ. Sorry if I can just say something. Being a champion in the manga is different. Well, I'm not sure fully how it works in the anime and games, but a champion, like the Pokemon World Championships, is more of a tournament, and you're a winner, and you're just sort of in
Yeah,
the Hall
no,
of Fame
you're
during
right,
the history
you're right.
books, but you don't have any sort of like societal role
Right.
other than being
What
a
I'm-
strong trainer in the manga.
Yeah, exactly. What I'm saying is that if Ash becomes Pokemon Master, he could still be, I guess, a kid or
Yeah,
teenager,
also-
whatever it is that he wants to be.
Yeah.
He can
Also
still
think
be
about
that
this.
and just be that.
Think about think about this though. The title of the show is not Pocket Monsters Sword and Shield. It's just Pocket Monsters. I'm talking about in the
Oh,
Japanese.
Japanese, yeah, Pocket Monsters, yeah.
It's just Pocket Monsters. So people have been saying that maybe this Pokemon journey could go on way as long as say like, the original series. If it's
I think
just
that
called
could happen.
Pokemon.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
going
fine
to
with
Gen
that.
9. Yeah.
I think
going
that could be the case, but it would be kind of hard. It's kind of hard for me to believe that just because Leon's like the number one guy in this, and
Well, I'm saying, obviously the Gen 9 stuff would probably happen after the whole World Championship stuff.
yeah, but like, do you think Ash would be the world champion in this series like before it is?
I can't. I have no idea about.
Here's the
I'm
thing,
just
does it
saying,
matter?
going Off the name.
No,
Probably
here's the
not
thing.
because
It
Ash
doesn't
is so
matter
good.
though. It doesn't matter. Yeah, like the games and the anime are completely different. Ash doesn't have to sit back in Alola and defend his championship. That's never been brought up.
Oh yeah, otherwise
Ash-
his ass over there.
Well, I mean, if we're going on the anime logic, no one's mentioned it. I mean, if Ash won the Alola League or not, at this point in the anime, apart from
No
the
one
one
cares.
trophy we saw in his room, nothing would change, like, at all.
Yeah.
No one
And
even
then-
Also, can
knows
I
he
add
is.
that
And-
Ash for
and
the
not
World
o-
Championships
Not
started
only
from the
not
bottom?
only that. Not only
The
that,
Ash
to add to
started-
that, we've
No, no, no.
seen
Ash
champions.
didn't
We've
win.
seen champions go on their own journeys in the past before. Look at freaking Cynthia going to
She went to
Unova.
yeah,
Like,
she went to Unova.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Ash winning the league did do a change because I'm pretty sure if he didn't win, he would have been just went to the Galar gyms regularly. But after
Yeah.
he won the Alola League, he was like, "What do I do?" Like there was that whole episode of him not knowing what to do next because he won a league. You know,
Yeah, he was like. I mean, even in the episode, Ash was like, "Wait, I won."
yeah, like he didn't know what to do. So I'm saying,
I
So,
like to think
I
of
feel like
Sun and
if he
Moon,
did-
like Ash wasn't even trying. It's like, wait a minute. He's like taking it easy.
No.
And then
Not
he
to
lost,
mention,
and
not
he's
to
like,
mention
wait a
that
second.
the league was only built because Kukui went to Kanto and got inspired. So in a way, Ash only won a league that his father figure built. So Kukui gave Ash the
Ash won the
victory
league
by the
because
My
of
dad had built the
My-
league.
I cannot win a league, so I asked my dad to
I can
build one.
imagine- No, I can imagine Ash and Leon, and Ash is like, my dad works with the Pokemon League Association.
Yeah,
And he can get you like fast.
Yo, Leon!
I can imagine the Pokemon League Association just kind of like calling Chairman Rose, and then Chairman just like
That's my
Rose
dad.
kind of goes to Leon and is like, okay, you gotta watch out for this kid. His dad made a freaking league. We don't want to lose their sponsorship. So then it's like, oh, it's okay, Ash, you can win.
No, it's like though. You know, like Leon lets him win because he's scared of Kukui.
Leon beats,
You know what it is?
Leon
It's the
beats crap
freaking
out of Ash,
Paris
and Ash is like,
episode.
Dad.
It's the freaking Paris episode.
Yeah,
like
Dad, I
you
can't
see
win.
Charizard's about to use flamethrower, and then it's like, well, maybe just a little bit.
Okay.
No, Daddy, he didn't let me win the league.
Dad, Leon beat me again.
No, it's like no. Oh no, it's like
Kukri meets along. You're gonna let my son win this.
By the
time.
way, so PD Gaming posted the Pokemon Kids toys. That does not necessarily mean we're going to see them in the anime.
Yeah. That's true.
We already saw Eternatus.
We've already seen Eternatus. It's been for they would not.
Now it has it has Pocket Monsters on it. Yeah,
well,
of course.
Not only that, but it also has the Pocket Monsters that are gonna be relevant. We already know that eventually Grookey is gonna join the gang, so we have
in some way, shape, or form. Because
right.
the starters have to be. It's in the. It has this little place in the outro. I mean, I can't explain the Comfy and Chikorita with Yamper.
It's all just meant to be, a pun. It's just Japanese puns. I think people are looking into it too deep. It's just Japanese puns.
Yeah. The only thing I can actually truly say that I guarantee will happen is Ash will definitely go to Alola. Look, because there's no way. Unlike every other region, everyone knows that Ash and Alola.
Ash cannot
he can stroll in.
Go to see his friends. There is no way you're telling me Ash Ketchum, one of the nicest dudes out there, is gonna go to a region where he could literally go to any of the islands in a span of 20 minutes by boat. He's not gonna go, oh yeah, let's go say hi to my other family or my friends. It's
why did he take the train to go see
Ash in every other region?
Not only that, like TSS and some of the other Poke members mentioned in their podcast, like Alola is one of the few regions that Ash is known throughout the region. Like, not only is he the champion, but he has interacted with almost everyone there. So the idea of him going to Alola and not running into somebody new, whether companion or not, it could be the freaking pancake girl and her Raichu or whatever. I don't freaking care. But someone like I find it impossible for him not to be recognized,
especially if he goes to Melee Melee.
What I want to see when Ash goes back to Alola is Ash enters the house and there's Rowlet's on a massive throne and everyone else is bowing. Everyone else is
the Lord and Savior.
And then how's Decidueye? How's Decidueye?
I want to see an Oshawa versus Rowlet fight.
I want to say something right now. I want to say something right now, real quick. Just real quick. Okay. There's only one character two characters from Alola I want to see.
Oh no! I knew it. You and this Rowlet.
Sorry, Gogo, can you repeat that? I couldn't hear you.
I couldn't hear a single word you said.
I couldn't hear that.
Yeah. I want to see my boy Rowlet boy from episode 11 when we went to Kiawe's house.
Huh?
Listen, talk about good continuity. Here's the issue, though.
No, okay.
Boy.
But anyway,
what I can see about Alola is maybe Kiawe being in the World Championships because we never see Kiawe and Ash battle in the league. I can see the fruit stand lady. Also, for example,
in the World Championship.
No. Imagine Ash going to Kukui's house and Burnett is carrying the baby, and Ash is like, "What is that? A new Pokemon?"
Actually, if you really want to,
Ash coming back.
I think we need a Rowlet versus Decidueye rematch where Rowlet Rowlet raises its wing once and Decidueye faints.
No. Real quick. If you want to talk a genuinely serious idea for characters of Sun and Moon to come back, because again, I think we can all agree there's no way they're not going to come back. But
Alola's the one region that they just
not only that though, but there are two characters. Three characters that their journey technically is not done yet that we could see continued here because they are also traveling to other regions.
Oh yeah,
and that is Lily, Gladion, and their mom. They're looking for their dad.
The other family.
What happened to Moan?
It's the other family. We need to work for them, seriously.
Yeah, like we need to find out what happened to Moon. Moon's dead.
Yeah, because this isn't another type of journey that the typical Pokemon companion goes to. We're gonna separate and go on this new journey on our own to become a Pokemon doctor, or to be the best water trainer, or to go to Pokemon musicals and contests, or Dragon Master. No. This is a personal story that is literally about someone's life possibly hanging from the balance. I think it would be a waste.
And with Ultra Beast
I think
being
it's
in
even
Crown
funnier that
Tundra,
Ash forgot
makes
about
sense.
that.
Yeah, like I don't think it makes any sense if they didn't touch upon that at all.
Yeah.
Just because
Okay,
again,
here's my rebuttal on
it's
that.
not
Here's my
them.
rebuttal on
It's
that.
not them being like, "Oh, Lily and her family are going out to a family vacation," or no. They're going to find their dad, who may or may not be dead. The idea of
Here's
passing that up
my
is
argument against
stupid.
that, though. Here's my argument. Here's the logical argument against that. What does Ash contribute to that?
Nothing.
He's the
Think
main
about that. No.
character.
Just think about that
Ash
question.
is support.
What does Ash contribute to that? Because Gladian's already the battler.
I'll tell you that right now. Ash has literally played freaking family therapist for that entire family right there. He's the reason.
No,
he's
but
the
tell me
reason
what's
that Lily
wrong.
and Gladion. He's the
No.
he's the reason that Lily and Gladion got to meet again. He's also the reason why freaking Gladion came back to their mom. That he's the reason that their mom was saved. So
what does he do now?
Honestly,
because now the family is back together. They're friends. They're happy with each other. What does Ash contribute now? Now Ash has to try to get their father in. Ash feels too forced in that story. That's why. That's why I'll never.
Honestly, if the other family, I don't want to say Lily, Gladion, Lucimine, I'll say the other family. If the other family was to, if the other family was to meet Moan, it should have been in a Sun and Moon special. We had DP, double X and Y specials after the saga ended, and we never had Sun and Moon specials.
Right.
That's the thing. But that's the thing. If we had a Sun and Moon special that happened, then I'll take everything back. Like, okay, then that's not necessary. But the fact that they left that open, and the fact that this isn't just some, I wanna follow my dreams, or no, this is again someone's life hanging in a balance.
But it isn't Ash's journey, though. It has nothing to do with that.
No, I have a
Here's the thing.
genuine
Here's
input,
the-
okay?
okay, actually,
it could
add
be
something to
linked
add
to
to that.
Ash and that random Ultra Beast. I don't know how, but that could be incorporated since it's all Alola.
add
But
something to add
also,
to that.
if Ash helps them find their dad, maybe they'll help him find his dad. It's like
I haven't seen my dad since I was 4.
Add something to add.
Guys, plot twist. Ash's dad is the Gen 9 champion.
No, one thing I know, the only thing we know about Ash's dad up to this point is that he is a trainer, and he was a trainer in Kanto at some point. We don't know if he's dead or alive.
And Delia dated.
We just know at some point he was a trainer in Kanto.
Yeah. Also, before we go on,
Hold on, real quickly.
Oh.
Real quickly, I gotta say this about the whole Lucamine thing. You gotta remember what the series is doing. They showed us the whole in Battle Frontier. They showed us Desert Resort. They showed us the resort area. They showed us areas in the game we haven't been to in the anime before. So
Those areas, to be precise.
Yeah, I feel like they would go to the Pokepelago at one point.
This is why I want to see the arc. We need to see
the Battle Resort. They went to the Battle Frontier. Next, they're probably just gonna do like post game locations. So for Alola,
I can see them going to the Nature Preserve.
This resort in Unova is post game though.
Yeah, because Ash won a league, so it makes sense that this almost game. So making him go to the Nature Preserve from Unova, Kilo City from Kalos, Pokepelago from Alola.
May I add that shiny Haxorus is only obtained when you complete the Pokedex, and guess who's trying to do that?
Yeah. Go versus Iris. Shiny Haxorus versus Exu. Exu wins.
Okay, alright, wait. Hold on, I'm trying to say something for a while.
Let's see.
Before we move on from the whole thing, I'm in a recent video I'm working on right now. Ash's true personality is home than Kanto probably is to some extent.
Yeah.
Because think about it, Ash. This is the first time Ash wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm starting over. Bye. He was hesitant to tell people that he was leaving because he loved the place so much. He fell in love with the region. So I was just saying that, like, talking about it kind of became like Ash's secondary home, but at this point,
Yeah. May I add something about parents? One thing that so we've got this whole thing, people's parents. We don't know Rowlet's, like, parents, because he's, like, not adopted, but he was, like, not meant to be there, you know? Because he's a Rowlet and he just got raised by a bunch of people.
Okay, now we're just trying to get backstories for everyone.
No, but here's the thing. I'll give you this. Alola was a series about family, not only trainers, but the Pokemon. Because
definitely.
we saw Rowlet's family with the Toucanon, we saw Litten with Stoutland, we saw Poipole with its nest, Lycanroc had Kukui, has a family, and then Melmetal.
Here, you see it? We can't hear you, bro.
Goggles, reset your mic.
Hello?
Saying what?
Am I good? Am I good?
You're breaking up.
so.
You're breaking up.
Damn it. Hang on.
I think I'll check. It is.
We've just had a random conversation about the anime ever.
Hey, I mean, we had 19 people watching, so you know what? People seem interested.
What were you saying?
There is one. Okay, but now that you mentioned the whole post game locations and maybe go getting that shiny extras, it makes me think. Ash's goal after being world champion, we don't know. We don't even know Koharu's goal, or if she'll even have one. Go's goal of catching Mew. Okay, so the whole goal of Go, it doesn't make sense because I will catch every single one before Mew because I can study their DNA. That's so stupid. You should make a team that could help him defeat Mew. Which is why I wanted for Go to, for example, have an Orbeetle or Morpeko, because Orbeetle is a bug type, but he also has Psychic, so he can understand the Psychic in Orbeetle. Morpeko is a Dark and also Aura related, so he could defeat Mew because of immunity, and also the Aura Link because Mew has Aura Sphere, and it was in the Lucario movie as well. The whole point is that Mew will be the end game for Go, but I don't see what he will be doing after that. I don't see Go catching legendaries, honestly.
Guys, I need to stop this quickly to say people in the stream are complaining about a massive echo and stuff. People in the stream chat.
Hold on.
I can see in Alola. I can see, for example, in Alola, Go getting a Psychium Z, and when he meets Mew, he will mutate into a Mew Z, and Go will do the Genesis Supernova move.
Alright, sorry, I've named myself the Kuro Defense Squad, and, like, okay, Kuro, he may not be reaching, what if everything he's saying, right, Game Freak is listening. They're writing it all. Well, not Game Freak, the Pokemon anime people. They're writing it all down because, like, what if it all? If
Go
anything
just
Kuro
gets the
says
shiny
actually happened,
Haxorus.
Yes, next
no, we're gonna
episode.
get a flashback with Mew on the swing with Koharu there. Like, I have a feeling Kuro's actually gonna be right about everything.
I mean,
Thank
one of
you.
the theories has to be right.
You're welcome,
He
Kuro.
will take over the PokeChat. I'll give him.
Pardon?
I know that I stretch and theorize too much, but in narrative-wise, it makes sense. But it's OLM, so they don't care about narrative.
Facts.
Thanks.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Oh, that made sense why I was echoing actually.
huh?
PD just explained it.
Yeah, it's still echoing because like
It is
listen
in
to the
chat.
stream, Trey.
On the
Alright.
stream, people are complaining about
No,
echo.
there
on
was
the
an echo because
stream.
I listened to it too, and there was definitely echo. So that's why.
Yeah, there's definitely an echo. Yeah,
I
hear
mute
it.
my mic whenever I'm not speaking. So
Same
I
here.
think it's not me.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to figure out why the echo's happening. Because
Here's what
Wait,
I'm
who
gonna
is
say.
that
I'm gonna go on
speaking?
mute, see if it's me.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Okay. What we're gonna do is, let's see, what time is it?
It's
It's,
about to be 7.
It's 1 a.m. here in the UK. That doesn't help, but
So I think it's for the best that we ending for the day for the stream right now. That way I can see. I'll probably ask some of the people to like help me out with OBS because I still don't know how this thing works. I may ask.
I can show you how to do that.
yeah, the echo is definitely on your end, by the way, because I can hear your
Yes.
own echo, so it's definitely on your end.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Alright, it's
Oh,
not
do
any of us.
you have the stream playing while you're like on YouTube or anything?
Okay, here's
Someone
what,
has to
okay,
do
I'll
something
explain
wrong.
how I do my streams. Okay. What I do is I open up OBS, obviously not, and I open up the Discord on the
You
same
should-
laptop.
You should probably do that after the stream. You should probably. All right, people. Thank you for coming to the stream. Any last words? Anyone else?
Real quick, if the series ends, I want them to do what Digimon did and do a complete reboot of the show. Like a straight up reboot with Action Gen 9.
Oh boy.
Oh, we already got that. We got the movies.
What if
But
What if
Gogol,
it
you're
starts to
forgetting
what
Black
if-
and White was the
No,
reboot of
listen.
the
There-
Pokemon anime.
Ash will become a world champion, and then the Gen 9 it will be only in games, and the anime will start to animate the manga.
Oh my god.
Please!
Actually,
No,
I
no,
think that'd be
no.
pretty cool.
From here on
I
out,
want
movie
them.
hashtag.
Yeah, please give a. I have
AU
something
If I'm
to say.
gonna if I'm gonna say best case scenario of how the entire series would end, or not the Pokemon series, but Ash's journeys, the way it would end is, let's say this is his end. He becomes world champion. Then either I could see them making a new show following a new thing, whether it's the manga or something else, or
Please.
another thing could be a continuation where it's still in the canon of Ash's timeline. Ash is the Pokemon Master doing whatever it is. You don't see him that often. Maybe you see him once or twice. But someone connected to Ash. Whether it's a new character,
Richie
Kukui's son or daughter. Kukui's son or daughter.
Oh,
something, I don't know,
takes over.
something in that regard. Someone who is
Ash needs to
connected
read this
to
shit.
Ash goes on a journey.
Richie.
And in order to, and here's the way I see it, in order for them to keep, because the one consistency they need to keep in Pokemon is Pikachu, or due to it being the mascot. Okay, easy. Give it a Pichu. Give the new character a Pichu. Let their story be their friendship, and near the final gym or the final challenge of that season or of that region of whatever they're doing, have the Pichu evolve. Thus, because evolving through friendship and happiness and all that stuff, then that story-wise, that'll be pretty good, I think.
Mew.
Not
I
to
would
mention
love to
that
see a
if
new
it
protagonist.
actually is Kukui's child, it makes sense because there are wild Pichu in Alola. And it would be funny if it was like I don't see an Alola and Raichu, but maybe having a more emphasis on the whole 10 million volt Thunderbolt. It won't be its thing because the 10 million volt Thunderbolt is Pikachu Z, not Picanium Z. So I can see Kukui's child, if it's the one protagonist after Ash getting a Pichu to Pikachu, having the being born with Volt Tackle and having the Pikatastrophe move.
Maybe.
Honestly,
That
I
is-
just
Here's my one for the final scene of Pokemon. Ash gets on a motorcycle.
What? So I didn't hear that, Goggle. I didn't hear that, Goggle. What does he get?
Neither did I.
I want Ash to ride a motorcycle.
Oh.
Why?
Okay.
Pokemon
That is
Fight
not allowed. That's illegal.
That's a random. That's one of the most random things I've ever heard.
You guys
Also,
are
that's
forgetting
illegal.
episode
Ash
2
is
of the main
10.
series.
Ash is 10. He's illegal. That's illegal.
Pokemon 5Ds. I summon Pikachu on attack mode.
Oh god.
Okay,
no.
then.
The Generation 9 gimmick will be turbo dueling.
What is this? What is this conversation?
No, right.
What
I
is
think
this
the
dream?
next gen, right?
I don't know anymore.
There's a spin-off with Ash's Pokemon. No, what I really want in Journeys, right? Right, you know how they did the Eevee shorts in Sun and Moon? I'd really love in Pokemon Journeys if they did those Eevee shorts, sort of, well, not with Eevee, obviously, but with Ash's Pokemon, maybe with his Alola team, and then also in Professor Oak's lab. Just so you know, if they're going to be
I think
used
that'll
in
be
the,
great,
for
yeah.
the potential
I think that'll be
that they
awesome.
reappear in the series,
cool.
it's a good way to introduce new fans, new and old, to like all their personalities, like their dynamics and stuff, and how they work, you know. And it's also just it would also just be a cool thing in general. Maybe
I think so, yeah.
Maybe
I
some
think
like
it'd be great.
off-screen
I think
evolutions. Maybe we get to see Rowlet make the 10 Commandments. We'll never know. But like,
I
you know,
I swear, if Rowlet comes back, I'm going to make the
I'm gonna-
funniest edit for my
oh.
review.
I
I'm
really
going to
want Ash
literally.
versus How To, where like Rowlet
I want.
one-shots
I
it.
don't know if anyone else wants this. I'm probably the only. Oshawott versus Rowlet. Please give it to
I'd
me.
love
Oh, I want
that.
Oshawott to come back so much. I
I
really
want
want
Oshawott
Oshawott back.
so much. I think
Me too.
Oshawott. I love
too.
Oshawott.
Me too.
I love Oshawott. Oshawott is my favorite Unova Pokemon.
Samurai
Besides
Yeah.
Trigger in the
Pokemon.
chat
I know
has the best
Crocodile's
theory.
cool. Crocodile's cool, but Oshawott is just.
My
Oshawott
man.
got
I would
done.
love to have that Poke.
Yeah.
He's so
Yeah,
dumb.
I'll
guys
say
are
that
forgetting about
Oshawott got done
Palpitoad.
dirty in the league. It
Yeah,
got done
Oshawott,
dirty.
like, what the best thing about Oshawott is he wanted to be good, but he just wasn't, and that's what makes his character so
Let's get
great.
this. Let's get this trending, guys. Let's get this trending.
Oshawott.
You're
Yeah,
all forgetting.
going to
Oshawott
Twitter.
return.
We're going to
Everyone
Twitter,
knows
guys.
that Ash's
Hey,
tool call should return.
Everyone in this stream, everyone when the stream's over, we're going on Twitter with hashtag Bring Oshawott to the law.
Okay.
You know, I gotta make a Twitter account real.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm making Twitter.
Here's the thing. If Oshawott returned, it would be amazing because Oshawott is very energetic and Sobol is very shy. I can see Oshawott maybe making Sobol more not shy.
Impressed.
I can see Oshawott getting mad at Sobble, crying in its face.
I can see Sobble stealing its food because Oshawott in the black and white there was a running gag where like
No,
you
his
know,
scale chop.
people's
Scale
the
chop.
Pokemon's
Yeah.
yeah. It was not only the scale chop but also like
If
what-
not, if
Yeah,
they don't
because
bring,
when
if
Oshawott
they
does
don't
it,
bring
like,
Oshawott, if they don't bring Oshawott, please bring Totodile and make him evolve so that Ash has all of the three
yeah, 'cause, like, the whole-
Totodiles in the
the
middle
whole getting-
stage.
Nah, I think it works the
Oshawott
way
is-
it is. I think if any of Ash's Johto starters should evolve, it should either be Quilava or Bayleaf. I think Totodile's fine as it is. I want Typhlosion.
No. Okay, that
No.
makes sense. Totodile, Quilava, Meganium.
No,
Oshawott.
No.
I'm sorry, Oshawott.
no Meganium.
Oshawott is Ash's
Sorry,
ace this
it's
season.
gonna happen.
Look on the bright side. Look on the bright side. We'll even now. Because Sun and Moon fucked
Oh, we
up
even.
Sun's personality.
Oh, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
What are we talking about now?
In the episode when Ash went back to Kanto, we saw a moment where Totodile and Corphish were with Lana and Misty, but Totodile was relaxing. If we all remember Totodile's personality, it's a dancer. It never loses energy. So I refuse to believe Totodile will
Okay,
be
well-
like that.
Ash's Totodile was it was just chilling, okay?
That is not Ash's Totodile personality. It loves to dance. We literally made them praise DDR Totodile.
It
I
just does.
feel
It
like
did that
you're
little.
looking too
Oh, it did
deep
that
into
cute
that.
little thing whenever it came out of its Pokeball, anything like that. Where it just do this. It would like jump and like do that with. You know how Yoshi in Mario floats.
And it upsets me that Sun and Moon said fuck that idea because we don't like good ideas except for making Ash win the league.
Okay, can I say
All right,
in my
what's the
head
topic
canon,
here?
in my Pokemon Journeys head canon, that one time I think Oshawott, it used its instant transmission, came to Ash, and it taught Riolu how to come out of its own Pokeball by itself. Because Riolu could do that. Riolu for some reason could do that in the anime. It could just pop. It could just fly out and
I
pop
don't.
out
I
of its
do not
Pokeball.
care. I do not care what you think about Best Wishes.
Oshawott.
Oshawott.
Guys,
I
you're
think
forgetting the best character.
Xeno. The
Oshawott
thing is,
lame, bro.
I think Oshawott is the one thing that most people, even people who don't like Best Wishes, everyone can agree. Mostly, Oshawott was like,
Everyone-
a goat.
The best.
Oh my god.
I thought Unpheasant was.
25 viewers.
Unpheasant is
Hello,
Ash's
I'll-
best
I'll
Pokemon.
I'll say this. I'll say this. When I
the
watched
stream is
when
so
I watched
random that we have 75 viewers.
I'll say
The
this.
one thing-
When I watched Best Wishes, I saw
I'm
I saw
rewatching it right now.
I saw a pattern in
Everyone is
regards.
talking at once.
I saw a pattern in regards to Ash's starters, which was Charizard. Bayleaf was supposed to be Meganium, but they dropped Casey from the Johto League, so there's that. But the rivalry was there, and then there was Sceptile, and there was Infernape. I can see Ash's, if not for Crocodile, I could see Ash in a better written version of Unova, which at this point could be anything. I could see Ash with a Samurott. But no, they gave Samurott to Cameron.
No, I hate Samurott. No.
No, you are no. Sorry, I'm
Better
sorry.
written
This was all before Greninja. This was all
Okay.
before Greninja, so you have to understand that
Can
my
I
bias
say-
towards the water starter was high.
Can I just say right that I've changed my name to the Kuro Offense Force because of that comment.
No. As soon as I heard better written Unova, I was like,
Yeah, Zonalith.
No, like the way I see it, if they really wanted to evolve any Pokemon from like his Unova team,
'Cause,
like the ones who make sense, but can still take their personality, like
Snivy.
they can still like have their personality. Okay, Snivy. Okay, wait. Hear me out. Snivy going up to Serperior, it would still have its sassy attitude. Pignite,
Yeah.
the way it is fine. It does not need to evolve. Oshawott, that is debatable. Either keep it an Oshawott or just make it a toddler Oshawott and make it a Duat.
Yeah,
No
I don't
Samurott.
think you don't take
No
it.
Samurott.
So,
People
speaking
say
of
that
like,
Duat would be
as
way
soon as
better.
you guys mentioned, better Unova, I just automatically thought of my rewrite that I'm currently working on.
I love
Everyone
your
go
rewrite.
read
It's so good,
Zonalith's
Zeno.
rewrite.
Your rewrite's actually very good. One thing that
Oh yeah,
no
they
one's
are.
spoken about.
They are. I
with,
love your channel, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, same. I love Zeno's channel too. But one thing no one's spoken about is like, right. Okay, so there are obviously old characters, but what I think they should do, which probably won't happen, but it would be interesting if we got animated counterparts to the game protagonists. I know we have them in the manga, but like in the anime, we've got some regions where characters from the games, like the protagonists.
We
such
had
as
Genie and
Serena.
Chronicles, which was basically gold.
Oh yeah,
And
we
we
had
had-
Jimmy and
Yeah,
Chronicles.
I just don't want them to use-
we have movie cameos of a Brandon and a Lucas, and this is something that bothered me in Sun and Moon because we have the concept of fallers, and we never saw like a red-like character. It could be any red, but we could see protagonists from other worlds falling
I don't want Red
into
to
Ash's
show
world.
up. I don't think Red showing up at all would be a good idea. Because if you had Red, obviously he'd be a strong trainer, but he's known for his strength, and having him just be like a starter trainer, or I don't know. He doesn't have a place in the anime.
This is why when Let's Go started, I wanted to see Elaine or Trace meeting Ash.
It was more of a situation where I feel like now where the show is, like, because we didn't see any of these trainers at any point sooner interacting with Ash, except for like brief cameos of like certain characters who were meant to represent them, but that's it. They're not actually those trainers. Then with that in mind, it just doesn't make sense for them to appear now. It's kind of similar to the whole debate that people have been having about Pikachu suddenly being jealous of Riolu when it should have been jealous of her. It's a similar sense of like, if it didn't happen prior, why make it happen now? That's the argument that I have. Where I would love for there to be like one legendary battle between Ash and Red, but at the same time, it's just like, nah. I feel like thinking logically,
it's never gonna happen.
it's never gonna happen. It's just never gonna happen.
Like, yeah, it's just like no.
And I think Red and Ash work better in their own contained place. There's
God.
there's no real reason
Friggin'
because if you
the Wampachi has returned.
Because the only way you can really connect the games and anime Easter eggs, like the Mimikyu one where it has that picture of Ash's Pikachu on his shoulder, and the Ash caps and the Ash cap Pikachu's but Ash full on being in the games or anime, that wouldn't it would only have to be passed off as
I can see game rivals. I can see game rivals being in the World Championship, Wally, and Silver.
Yeah. The only way I can
they
see
wouldn't be
Red and
exactly
Ash,
the same person. Such as Gary in the anime is different from
the only way I
Green.
can see Ash and Red joining forces together for an epic moment is them trying to defeat God Yampa. Besides that, I can't see anything else.
Yeah.
If only we had the Team Rainbow Rocket arc.
It's never gonna happen.
Still happen. That can still happen.
I'd rather just see a Team Rocket arc, honestly. Like Giovanni. The only time Giovanni's ever done something is Unova.
And it was good.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. It's time for us to call things for the day or night, wherever you guys are from. So that's it. I'll go one by one. Alex, thank you for joining us at your first PokeChat Live.
It was very fun being here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for restraining yourself.
Hey, if any of the things I said happen, you own me.
Trey will give you $5, and then he'll owe me $5 again. So that'll guys, let's start a hashtag pay goggles back, Trey. Come on, let's do it.
No.
Oshawott for Galar!
Hashtag bring back Oshawott the Galar.
Don't change it now.
In the YouTube chats. Hashtag Trey owes pay goggles back, Trey. Come on, let's do it. Anyways, thank you, Corblitz.
Thank you. No, thank you.
Media Nut, thank you for being a net.
Thank you, Brett. Thank you for having me.
PT Gaming, thank you for joining us in your first PokeChat Live, and also it's great to see you.
Thank you. I appreciate the invitation. I'll try to make it in the future if I can.
Okay. Red Rose, thank you for joining us as always.
Oh, you're very welcome, sir.
Shiny Zoroark, thank you for joining us.
We should bring Serena back into the Pokemon.
I will kill you. Serena? Serena? Mewtwo.
Trey.
Mewtwo.
Mewtwo.
That's Pokemon.
Mewtwo.
It's Mewtwo. Mewtwo.
What are we saying?
Hashtag bring back Oshawott to Galar.
Bring back Oshawott.
Bring back Oshawott.
Ash is true ace.
Hashtag erase Oshawott from the Pokemon anime continuity like they erased Tracy.
Hey guys.
More recently than May and Max, so
Guys, new battle bond. Ash Oshawott.
Yes.
Let's go.
It's gonna be called Oshawott.
Gotta get that.
Oshawott.
That giant scale chop.
I can imagine.
Palpitoad is Ash's best Unova water
I can
type.
imagine a pile of all of Ash's Pokemon fainted, and at the top there's this Oshawott and Vowler.
Oshawott,
And in the background, Yampa's watching.
Oshawott is like, I'm the new Greninja.
No, what's gonna happen
you see the water veil circling Oshawott.
No. Ash is gonna fight Leon. Leon's gonna defeat all his Pokemon. Oshawa's gonna be Leon standing. Ash Greninja's theme starts playing. Oshawa. And then they're gonna pull a blinding one, and then everyone's gonna transfer their power to Oshawa, and he's gonna be the one to the final blow.
No, Oshawa and Rowlet fuse. Oshawa and Rowlet fuse. Right.
I fusion summon.
Oscar Rowlet.
I fusion summon.
Going back though. Dre, you stay here. He's not here. Okay then. You left before I can say you only $5, which you can still do.
Bring back our shot to the rock.
Okay, God's other social media. Gogo, if you don't mind me asking, what was that $5 even for?
I'm sorry. I've
never borrowed anything from this man. So I don't know what they did.
I'm making Oshawa my profile picture.
You bought my time and you wasted my time, Trey, when we watched that movie.
Oh no.
What movie?
Yeah, the Senpai movie.
Oh, that was an amazing movie. What are you talking about?
Wait, Senpai movie?
Anyways,
Zanny,
thank you for joining us. I hope I said the name right, because seriously, it's going to be hard to remember names.
Okay, do you guys just want to call me by my real name? It's a lot easier.
No, I'll get you.
Is your real name Zano?
I'll call you Zano.
Zano. Okay.
Alright.
Okay, I'll remember it because of Zano.
His name is Jonathan.
Alright. Kami-sama!
But seriously, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. It's a lot of fun to be here. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Oshawa, bring Oshawa back. Bring Oshawa back.
No, it's not Ashawat. It's not Ashawat. It's Ashawat.
I changed my profile picture to Oshawa.
Oh, again.
No, I say right, I don't know, when someone next reaches their next submaster, we all have to change our profile pictures to Oshawott. Like, the exact same one.
I already did it.
No, like, the exact
Oshawott gang.
Serena.
No, wait.
I'm going to change my profile picture to Serena.
Wait, we're all changing our profile
Serena
for a week.
No, I'm changing mine to Serena.
Vasco has a what?
Zoro, when's your birthday? Zoro, when's your birthday?
Also, just because we are joking about
All
Battle
right, now
Bond.
I'm officially Oshalith.
Now that we are talking about Battle Bond, just for a joke. Yesterday, the PokeRef put it on Twitter like "Rip Ash Rillaboom," and I made an edit on the commentary.
Epic.
There's this new relation now for Oshawott.
Yes, Oshawott's the new mascot for the PokeChat.
Oshawott's taking over the PokeChat
Live.
Oshawott is taking over. Best wishes is finally getting the love it deserves.
Exactly.
We just keep Sonya as the mascot for the PokeChat Live.
No, Oshawott.
No, don't do this to me. I will have to leave the PokeChat Live permanently.
What's wrong with Oshawott?
I'm just kidding. Oshawott's bad, bro. Greninja's the superior water type. And Weasel's the
guys. Do you remember Kingler? What if he
superior
Gigantamax?
water type?
To be honest, right, I think
Gigantamax
Kiro. All I'll say is next Friday. Expect a video about that. That's all I'll say. I'm not gonna give you the details.
No.
Zoro, you know what I'm talking about. I think possibly.
Trey, you need to make a video about Oshawott coming back now. It's just mandatory.
Oh yeah.
I feel like right.
Satoshi Mijumaru.
I think Kingler actually will Gigantamax because right. I believe while it was with Professor Oak, and Professor Oak has some sort of hyperbolic space-time chamber because Kingler in his first battle.
Hey, Oak did not Celebi. It's possible.
Yeah, can I just say in Kingler's first battle, he just
I thought the PokeChat was ending like 10 minutes ago.
Oh no!
Thank you all here for joining us here. I apologize if there was a lot of echoing, and I want to give a huge shout out to TSS Killer for joining us for a brief moment. I will leave everyone's channels, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, whatever, Snapchat, MySpace, if they
Snapchat.
have MySpace. In the description down below, check these guys out, except for Trey, because he's throwing $5.
Trey, pay your goddamn taxes.
Trey, don't be like Yoshi.
Yeah,
Wait,
don't
what?
commit tax fraud,
Yeah,
man.
you committed tax fraud.
You can get in trouble for that.